Clobberin time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Poker. You know the game?
Clobberanimo!
Come get some.
It's clobberin' time! Clobberanimo!
Oh, hey, Clobberanimo indeed. Greetings, clobberers, clobberanimos, clobberoids, clobberooskies, clobbarians. Greetings to all who clob. If you do not yet clob, fear not. All you have to do is to learn to bang the rocks together, guys. Yay, hey. So, good to see you, my dear friends. I'm happy to be here on a wild card Wednesday night. It is, of course, Clobberin Times issue number 461. That's on YouTube, of course. We are at 1,461 overall for Clobberin Times for just getting on almost up to 15 years of doing this. And yeah, as I said, this wild card Wednesday night. We're going to talk a little bit of X-Men 97 and then just do basic open geekness after we do all our shouty noties and shouty dowdies. So I may as well just get down to beeswax, right? Good to see you all here tonight. I do appreciate you. Make a noise in my ears. What the hell? Sorry. Well, what? You could not, as if you could hear that anyway. You couldn't, only could hear. All right, so, all right then. Where are we at? Oh, there. Show notes. Where are we at? Okay. By the way, I was absolutely honored and thrilled to be on the wonderful Lorena Creole show today. I was on there as the guest, and I was absolutely flattered to be asked on. Beautiful lady, really nice lady. And she had her cool friend Drew was there, and a lot of fun talking some Star Wars and Lucas, stuff like that, and of course some X-Men 97. Let's see what else we got going on. But other than that, show notes are as follows. Tomorrow night, the clubhouse is in session. I'll be at hopefully I'll be at Tom's show if I get home in time. To go to Tom's Midnight Edge After Dark at 6 Central. And then later, of course, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's the clubhouse with my wonderful First Officer Commander R.M. Briggs and the great Chief Engineer Malcolm D. with a C. Let's see, we'll have a review of another Blake 7 episode. That episode is Trial. And we're going to review the first Night Stalker film, Kolchak the Night Stalker, but the first TV film of that from 1972. That, all that and much more tomorrow night. Friday night. So, Fearless Friday says this is the penultimate episode. 2 more to go. And the boys and I, meaning, of course, J-Man and Sean and myself, the fearless ones, will review Frank Miller's masterpiece, Daredevil Born Again. Look, I've reviewed it before on my channel. We're going to review it on J-Man's channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. And 1 week, and then after the next week, we'll finish with Daredevil the Man Without Fear. And then in April, we'll be starting Fantastic Fridays, reviewing all of the most important run of Fantastic Four. Jack Kirby's legendary run 1 through 102 and the first 6 annuals, and maybe the Lost Story as well. No Nick Weiser show, but usually on Friday nights you can find it at 8:30 Central Standard Time. But I don't think he's having a show this week. I think my bud's out of town. But of course, there is indeed Saturday Night Star Trek. 4 more episodes of Star Trek Voyager for your viewing pleasure. Same Trek time, same Clubby channel. So, looking forward to that. Now, let's see. Let's do some shout outs. We'll shout out our wrenches. They get shouted out whether here or not. Of course, the great bronze wrencher himself, Eric K. Chris Persia, Vindicator Wrench of the Great Right North. The great D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron. Lord Thoth, the God of Wrenches. Avon lives, long live the Legion, sir. Shout out to the lovely lady Thoth. J-Man, the Wrench Without Fear, and my partner in crime on Earth B, and Legionnaire Extraordinaire, soon to be a fearless, fantastic one. A 4th fearless, fantastic one. A bunch of words there. Maddie's Daddy, Theodore Rich Vionia, Thor in Vegas. Stephen Cal-El, buddy. Fanty outside of the Rascally Wrench. The Rascally Wrench. All right, Fanty. Maximum Redstone, our own music, Mister, and our triple Bullwinkle the Great, Larry. Even more Larry's. Good to see you, buddy, if you're there. Now, let me run back my chat, see who's with us here tonight. FKHC, what's up, buddy? Tim, hope you're doing well. Hail to you, my friend. And Fanty is here. There you go. Dave C. What's up, Dave C? Yo, Chris, good to see you, buddy. Apollome's Minion and the Pepperoni. I hope you're doing well, but dear. I hope both hands on the steering wheel, young lady. Me and my monkey. What's up? How you doing? Dang it. It always messes up, slims up at the last second there. Picasso, what's up? Your Muslim uncle. Peace be on you. Good to see you, my friend. Ironhide 84. Hey, good to see you. Gwag, what's up, buddy? Gwagnar. All right, bro. Did they? Yeah, Steve is here. What's up, brother? Hope you and Maddie are doing well, bro. Ravenscroft. Hey there. Hey, old Ravenscroft. I think it looks like I got everybody so far. And I think after all that really strenuous work, I deserve a swig here. With my nice cold beverage. Penny, hey Penny. How you doing, my dear? Hope you're having a great night. Always lovely to see you, Penny. Let's see. This is Wild Card. Hey, Larry. Shouted you out, but you're worth another shout out. Okay, let me see here. So, I figure that I have, if this hadn't been dwarfed by all the George Lucas crap going on in the news, this would have been pretty big geek stuff. Everybody was set to review. Just Joe, Jobber, buddy. Hey, man. Good to see you there, bud. So this has been much talk about X-Men 97 over the past year or so, as you all know. This will be a bit of a spoiler-free review because Disney dropped the first 2 episodes. Now, we all know that for those who were fans of the 90s X-Men cartoon from Fox. Oh, Polemy, that's nice. I'll tell her about that. There you go. George Lucas stuff. Oh, George Lucas, who at least they think he was him. Well, put it this way. A lot of people speculate it's not him, but he came out and endorsed Bob Iger and basically, to run Disney, and basically made a statement that he supports Bob Iger Bob Iger and all this stuff. He basically sold out to the mouse. I mean, not already sold to the mouse, but he kissed the mouse ass. Someone in the chat could probably explain it better than me, but he said he trusts Bob Iger to run Star Wars. He already sold out to the mouse, granted, but yeah. Emmett Wells passed away. Oh, wow. Good actor. So, X-Men 97. Let's see here. A lot of people are big fans of that show. I liked it. I never up until a couple of years ago, I'd not seen it all. And then I went and binged it all again about a year and a half ago, whatever it was. Coincidentally, they announced around that time, that they were hey, Adrian James, good to see you. They announced a revival, and they were going to make a follow-up to the show and continue where they left off in 1996, 7, whatever. They're calling it X-Men 97, and it was there's a big concern because it's Disney, There was a big concern going forward that a lot of people were saying, oh, no, they're going to woke it and all that other kind of crap. It's going to be woke. And again, the people, they went for diversity, and they went for they hired an SJW dickwad, an idiot, But anyway, there was a lot of talk about it going forward. And then last week, a week before the episodes just dropped today, episode 1 and 2 only on Disney Plus. And I don't subscribe to Disney Plus, but I do have the codes because my wonderful daughter, has a free subscription to her phone. So anyway, they dropped them at 2:00 in the morning here, noon. Midnight on the West Coast. But anyway, first 2 episodes only, right? Final season was pretty terrible. The animation were really horrible. Yeah, that's exactly right. Justice Joe, that they went to some, I don't know if they went to some cut rate animation company or what for that last season of the X-Men cartoon when Fox didn't give a crap. But anyway, this takes place where the last episode left off. So last week, a controversy we still don't know why. The main writer on the show, the guy running the show, effectively a showrunner, was fired, and he had so much DEI protection and armor. I don't know how it had to be something. We don't know what it is, but for a guy in his position, with all of the let's just say PC protection he has, it had to be pretty bad. With all the woke protection that guy has, you would think he would be absolutely invulnerable with all of the oppression Olympics points he has. And yet they still fired him. And we were, many have speculated that this is going to be a woke mess and all that stuff. And the day is young. So I watched the first 2 episodes. They dropped it, like I said, 2 a.m. here. Stayed up till 3 something, even though I needed to get up early, but whatever. But and okay. So far, Ravenscroft says, I like the first series. It was about as good as Raven's Saturday Morning X-Men could be. They got the characters, animation was good, but I have no faith or interest in the remake. It's not a remake, it's a follow-up. It's picking up where the first one left off. Now, here's the thing, before I get into the new one, full disclosure, I'm not your biggest X-Men guy. I like them fine when handled well. I mean, Chris Claremont, Dave Cockrum, and especially Chris Claremont and John Byrne, those early runs, the early run on Uncanny X-Men, love it. It was good for a good while. Then I kind of, Byrne left. Cockrum came back. He had kind of crappy inkers. Bob Wyatt, really? And eventually he got kind of stale. Chris Claremont, it's clear that Claremont and Byrne needed each other. They covered each other's faults up a lot because Claremont loves the soap opera. By the way, X-Men is a soap opera, and it always has been, especially under Claremont, who wrote the book forever. So I like them fine. Look, you know me, I love the Fantastic Four and the Legion of Superheroes, and of course Justice League and the Avengers, Justice Society, Defenders. The X-Men barely make my list, but I still like them fine. Don't get me wrong. They're, but I'm not an uber fan of theirs. I'm not like in the top, but I still, really do like them. So I was, let's just say, I had not watched all of the 90s show. I watched it here and there. Of course, that theme song and that opening, one of the coolest things ever, the X-Men. Like I said, I remember, I did a video with my good buddy Michael French Retroblasting about Pride of the X-Men, which was the first. It was an attempt to sell an X-Men series that didn't pan out. Then a couple of years later, we got the Fox show. But Fox show lasted, I want to say, what was it, 5 years or whatever it was, 5, 6, whatever it was. So I went back and binged it because I'd only seen it here and there sporadically. And I binged it, like I said, a couple of years back, or year and a half, whatever it was. And there were, there were things I had problems with, but because and one of my qualms that I took from when the show first aired and to now I still have, is that I don't really like the roster, the roster. Most of the roster I like. I just don't like Jubilee or Gambit. That's just me, folks. I know a lot of people disagree. Man, hey, Son Lee, hey there. Welcome. I would rather have Colossus and Nightcrawler than Jubilee and Gambit. But at the time, the comic was like that, Everybody else was fine, though, At least you had Cyclops and Beast and Jean and Rogue and, Storm. So they adapted a lot of stuff from comics, and not always very well, I thought. I don't think they did a fantastic job of adapting the Great Darkness saga, to be honest. The Dark Phoenix saga, the Great Darkness saga is Legion, sorry. My bad. The Dark Phoenix saga, I think they messed that up a little bit. It was okay for a cartoon, but and there were some other things that they took from comics here that they didn't do the best of jobs with, but it's a kid. It was a Saturday morning cartoon. The guys did. Larry Houston is great, and they did a lot, did what they could. And this is not spoiler here, because everyone who saw the old cartoon or will be interested in this one knows this. In the last episode, let's see. Joe says, "Wasn't Jubilee the substitute for Kitty Pryde the kid new to the X-Men world?" Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have rather it been Kitty Pryde. They had to have a kid, but yeah, I guess so. I'd already stopped reading. I mean, that's another thing. When this cartoon hit the air, I dumped X-Men as a title years earlier, so I didn't really care that much. And I think I haven't picked up too many X-Men comics since then. I think I read Astonishing X-Men, but by Whedon, So the last episode of the series ends on a cliffhanger. Stop. Metamus is here. It ends on a cliffhanger, but Professor X dies. And so this show takes up where that left off. And let's see, a few points of. First of all, I'll just say this up front. So far, it's not that bad. Gwag. Yeah, that's true, Gwag. No, good point. Gwag says he watched it. And they really wanted to cram as many well-known comic storylines as they could into it. Well, they're only going to be 8 episodes, so they don't have a lot of room. And Gwag says he will not be bothered watching anymore. I think I'll probably watch it because there are only 6 more. And unless they piss me off. So anyway, I just thought it was sort of okay. It was there. The opening I hear you, Ravenscroft. Thank you for that, brother. The opening music, it's a little bit reorchestrated, so that's kind of jarring. It doesn't sound exactly like it does on the old cartoon, but it's close enough. It's good. It's fine. And the opening visuals to that music is changed around. I don't think it's as good as the other one. That's for the art, or as my buddy Steve tells me, or, my buddy Maddie's daddy says, he says, no, it's art direction. If you're complaining about the way the visuals look, he says, because the animation's okay. The animation's pretty good, I think. The art, quote unquote, or the art direction, in other words, the pictures, they're close. I mean, they do. I think they do a fairly good job of giving the feel of the old cartoon. A bit fanty. Hey, D Bud Martin, what's up, bro? Like I said, they do a pretty decent job of giving you the feel of the old cartoon, which is what you're going for. The whole point of this thing. You're not late at all, D Bud, bro. You're here. You're cool, man. The whole point of this cartoon revival of X-Men 97 is nostalgia. I mean, it has no other function because unless they think it does, and they're sadly mistaken. It's only going to appeal to people who like the old cartoon. Yeah, maybe some young kids will watch it. I'm not saying that won't happen, but I mean, for the most part, if it's for anybody, it's nostalgia. It's based, which is fine. Dean Cain was on Midnight's Edge in the morning today. That's right. Oh, cool. Oh, you're recovering from that, D-Bud? That had to have been big, buddy. Oh, wow. Cool. Good to see you. Thank you. Midnight's Edge in the morning rules. So, the whole point of this exercise is to appeal to, the old fans of the old show. And so it does, as far as look and feel. I got you, Ravenscroft. That's cool. Thank you. The whole, and hi to the GF, but the look and the feel is there. I mean, it does manage to capture that fairly well, I would say. It makes you feel like it does a decent job of making you feel like you're watching the old cartoon. To a point, I believe. I heard that, but that Kane is a cool dude. Excellent. So, and there's really, it has all the same soap opera because let's face it, the X-Men is a soap opera, the comics was a soap opera, even the cartoon was a soap opera, and yeah, it's there. It has that. There were some new developments since the last episode. It's a few. I gather that it takes place just a few months later from the last episode. I mean, Jean is pregnant. Scott wants to quit the X-Men with her and take her away. Take her away and get away from the X-Men. They go after. They find this new kid with powers. I guess he's supposed to be Sunspot. So I guess since there's no New Mutants, they're going to have Sunspot on there. I guess. Well, Sunspot was. I think it's Sunspot. I don't know. I'm not much on the New Mutants. And a lot of the same characters are in this one. They've got Trask. They've got Gyrick. They have Master Mold. We got Sentinels. We got Morlocks. All the familiar stuff. The Friends of Humanity and all the trappings and all the stuff from the show was there. And in the second part, I'm not being spoilery, really. It was Sunspot, Gwag, right? Yeah. So the second part, Magneto comes along. Turns out Charles X. Xavier has left the house to Magneto, not to Scott or Jean or whatever, to Magneto. And so now we've got that whole, the whole good guy Magneto bit. And why in the hell? Look, Magneto's have a bunch of different costumes. Why? Gwag, did you ask yourself this question? I know I did. Why in the holy hell did they give him this one of his worst costumes? He looks like he looks like shit. I think, in my opinion, that stupid, he's got the long hair. They gave the worst look to Magneto possible. God, I hate it. If you want to do the good guy Magneto crap because it was in the comics, fine. Made him look like Magneto. I don't get it. There's some crap that they don't explain either. But that's going to be explained later. So so far, there's no really overt woke drivel in there. There's some here and there. I mean, there's like little slivers of it, like in some of the dialogue, like in Magneto's speech before the UN, that sort of thing. But for the most part, again, it looks, and I want to stress the word looks like it's a straightforward attempt to just bring back the old show. I mean, that's what it, comes off as. There's a difference to the art direction. Wasn't a fan of the animation. It felt modern day cheap. Yeah, that's what Gwag, I thought so as well. Yeah, I know. I understand they gave him that one, but they change shit all the time. They should have given him a better costume. I hate that stupid costume with the end and the long hair crap. For some reason, the show and the recent DC animated films all have this lazy art style. Yes. This one, in fact, I think this looks better than some of the DC ones, and I'm not saying it's good either. I'm not saying, but it's just, it looks closer to the old show than some of these terrible DC things are. And again, I'm not saying it's good. It's not particularly great. but I've seen worse. Cal Dodd's Wolverine voice was back. You know, that was pretty interesting. They're having Magneto relocate them to Genosha so they can do the destruction of Genosha. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Similar to the modern comic computer-assisted art style. Yeah. That's a good point, Wag. So I just I don't know. It's just sort of there. I mean, it's nothing great. It didn't get me excited. It didn't make me. It did, and because like Gwag, you said you're not going to bother watching it. Yeah, Gwagnar said it's blah. That's what I'm getting from everybody. It's blah. It's blah. I'm one of those. I'm on that fence. I'm on the fence, but I'm with you. But I'll probably take a look at it next week and maybe watch another one or two. There are only going to be 8 of them. I don't know how long I'll stick around. If it keeps the woke bullshit to a bare, like a minimum, like these 2 episodes kind of did. I mean, some of the trappings are there, but I'd like to give it a little shot. But if it starts getting loud with it, and I think it will, I just don't trust these people. So they started. It's not. I'm cutting and running. Yeah. Ironhide says 100% pure black. Yeah. He didn't offend me, says Wagner, but it didn't make me care about the next episode. That's fair enough. It's Voyager level mad. Yeah. I mean, I thought it's not, and a lot. I'm kind of going. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still early though. It's only 2 episodes, so I don't know. It doesn't make me care. It doesn't make me want to. Yeah, I can't wait for the next one. I don't have that feeling. If I were sitting there with all the episodes to binge, then I would sit there and go, okay, I'll watch the next one. And I'd probably just watch it all. But because we have to wait, I'll probably forget about it next week, to be honest with you. And then, like after a couple of days, someone will mention it. And I go, oh yeah, that was on. Oh, okay. But again, and by the way, some other questions. Why do we have to have Bishop? Don't answer the question. I know why. I don't hate him, but I'm just why? There's no reason. He's there for no reason, except the reason we all know why. Morph is already annoying a little bit. I mean, he was kind of annoying when he was on before on the old show, and now they're going to really get weird with him. I have a feeling that's going to get weird. Him and Wolverine. Oh, and spoiler alert. Who cares? You don't care about spoilers, do you? We got this old. Was it at the end of episode 2? We start with the Right, that's very true, Glad. We had Bishop for the same reason we got Sunspot. Yes, sir. DEI. So yeah. So Christmas. I'd rather have seen Forge. He'd also tick their check boxes, but he served a practical purpose, building most of the X-Men's tech. I agree. I like Forge. He was on some of the. Wasn't Forge on the old show? I think he was. To be fair with Bishop, says Ironhide 84. He was part of the team in the 90s comic. Yeah, I know he was on the show a lot too, and was a frequent guest star in the 92 series. But the other reason is definitely part of it too. Yeah. Now look, I'm not saying he wasn't there. I got it, but we all know why he's there now, because he's usually there in stories that are pertinent, like with time travel and stuff. Forge was only in 2 episodes, Chris. Okay. I remember seeing him because, like I said, I watched it a while back. Oh, there we go. The great Max Redstone. What's up, dude? It says, this just in, George Lucas announces, whilst in Hardest, controlled by Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Edlund, that X-Men actually means X-Women, which means 10 women. Brie Larson, head squealy. Nice. Yes, Forge would have made a lot of sense as he was a main part of the comic book version of the Storm storyline they are adapting. By the way, that's another thing. I like Storm fine. I never liked the stupid white costume she has in the cartoon, but her hair in this one looks almost like Punk Storm, but I hate it. I know you're fascinated. What are you worried about somebody's hair? No, it's a woman, of course. She looks horrible with that stupid punk hair. Not as bad as Punk Storm because she had the whole outfit. But I don't like her damn hair. And it's sad to see her lose her powers, but that's, again, they take everything from comics because, which is, we shouldn't complain about unless they take things from comics and still screw them up. So, yeah, if you're a fan of the old show and you have easy access to it, you might want to take a look at it. I think you might get more out of it than I did. I liked the old show a little bit when I binged it last time. It's not like the greatest. I mean, it's just not my bag. I'm X-Men. Like I said, I'm a Fantastic Four guy. I'm a Legion of Superheroes guy. Legion had its share of both those books had their share of soap opera as well. Books have that. Life is drama. Life is soap opera. But I don't know. X-Men. I'm glad I am bald, so I am never beyond hair critique. I've never been. It says Son Lee. Well, there you go. Did Morph in the original cartoon get the superpowers of the people he imitated? This version seemed to. Yeah, I don't think it did. No, I don't think he did. You're right. Didn't he imitate like Colossus and Angel at one point? And somebody else? I was puzzled by that, Gwag. And Blob. Yeah. So I'm no expert on Morph. See, Morph, he was sort of created for the TV show, but it was also taken from a character called Changeling, who was in the some of the early X-Men comics back in the 60s. They rehashed him for that. Yeah, these designs are a little off. Morph looked like them, but did not have their powers. Thank you, well, he does now. Claude Saling, hey there. On this cartoon, Fanty, she sure as hell does. He was flying like the angel, and he was Blob. He was Colossus with super strength. It was asinine. Breaking scientists claim that with proper desalinization, Kevin Smith's tears could desalinization could potentially solve the chronic drought currently affecting the Southwest United States. Thank you. Plus, plus, shouldn't Wolverine's claws exploded when they were charged by Gambit's powers? I don't know. Could adamantium explode though? Yep, Morph is Mimic now. Exactly. I think they just I think the morons who wrote this didn't. I don't know. Didn't pay attention. Now Morph was only on a couple of episodes of the old show. Like says, did you like the did you like the upgrade they gave the powers of Cyclops? You saying they made him more powerful? Give me more specific, because I know it was. I mean, give me an example. A little bit. Need a little bit more from you there, Gwag. Yeah, but yeah, the look was. Like I said, the look and feel sort of had. Oh, let's see. His ability to fast move using his eye beams and his ability to survive falls from planes. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Well, weren't they saying he was using his beams to slow him down? But I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty silly. The whole thing. Wag, you're right. That was silly. Punk Storm rocked, old man. I hated her when I was not an old man. When I saw that, I was a very young man, and she looked like dog crap. Hated her, hated her, hated her. Maybe the book was crap anyway, but I dropped the book because of her. Because Storm was so beautiful. To destroy her, to ruin her with the punk crap, hate it. So, sorry, not sorry. I was a young man when they did that, and I hated it. It's not like I loved it when I was young, and then got older and said, that's just not so good for me, Sonny. I wish I hated it even back then. No, I hated it. I always hated it. So, yes, sir. Listen. The only cool thing with Punk Storm is the cover of X-Men 210. Is that the Barry Wintersmith cover? Because she did look, even as horrible as she looks, the Barry Wintersmith did some great issues of X-Men. I'm bad with numbers, Howard Heights, so I can't remember the number. Oh, JRJR. You like JRJR? Not much of a fan myself. Punk Storm was better than the Punk Sue Richards that Byrne designed. You mean Malice? Oh, I hated that. Look, that was Garbaggio. I dropped that book way before that, though. I mean, I saw it, but I dropped that book like a bad habit. I hate this look from Magneto. That looks like dog crap to me. Why would you do that? I don't care if he had it in the comic. I hate it. He was okay, not horrible, not amazing, but the cover is kind of badass. I got you. I'll have to take a look at it. In your honor, I will take a look at it, aren't I? Again, I'm sure I know I've seen it a million times, probably, but what haven't I seen? A mean comic shop owner near me loved to tell me how he made a kid cry. Kid asked, "When will Storm grow her hair back?" He goes, and I smiled. He goes, and I smiled and said, "When the artist draws it back, stupid." He was a mean dude. Wow, what he is a mean dude. What a jerk off. Did you see the Mohawks Sue Richards picture Byrne drew? Yeah. Sucks. All right, is that the one where she's fighting the leader of Morlocks? We'll take a look at it. We're here to have fun. We're open geeking out, so I'll say. 210. Uncanny X-Men. I presume it's uncanny, but still it's. There we go. This one? It's definitely JRJR. find a picture of it yet. Bop, 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 ba-dee-ba-dee, ba-dee-ba-dee, ba-doo-boop, bop. You like that one? Is that the one you're talking about, Iron? Uncanny X-Men 200 is one of the issues they adapted in episode 2. Okay. So that's the one you like there, huh? I dumped the book when JR was on it. I couldn't take it anymore. It was not just him, it was the writing, but so my basic overall review to sum up on X-Men 97 is that, I mean, if you have access and some time and you want to go check out those, if you're a fan of the old show, you might go look at it. I mean, it's not something I would go out of my way for unless it was something I was just curious about, And overall, it's not something I can particularly recommend. It's not bad. It's just sort of middling to me. It's okay. But I didn't hate it or wasn't pissed off or angry or bored or whatever. But I don't know. And again, like I said, I'm only slightly more inclined to watch it than Gwag is. Gwag says he's just not interested in watching any more of them, and I don't blame him. Oh, I got you, Gwagdor. Thanks. You were, but you were still older than me, and Punk was a little more in. Says you must be lagging behind there. I understand. Your Muslim uncle, I get you, but I still hate it. So I mean, I'm not stopping anyone else from liking it. All at the time, I might have. If we knew each other back then, I might have said, "Uh-oh, you can't like that. No way." Just kidding. Max Red Cell says, "Newsflash: convicted criminal and former studio exec Harvey Weinstein to publish daily stream of consciousness blog whilst in custody." I can't believe I let you make me put Harvey Weinstein's stupid name on my screen. I should watch better. Shit, man. I don't want that filthy name up there. So anyway, all right. So summing up, I can't really recommend X-Men 97, but I can't not. I'm on the cusp. I just think it's sort of there. It's mild. It's okay. If you're a big fan of the old show, you might check it out and maybe get more out of it tonight. But and I will watch the remainder of them. Whereas Wag, who did watch the first two, said he will not be watching the remainder of them. So to let you all know, there are a couple of opinions that are very close. I'm not, but I also won't recommend that you watch it one way or the other. I'll just say that if you have any interest in the old cartoon, check it out. You may get more out of it than I did. So I'm not excited, and that's the thing. I was never. When they first announced this, I was almost excited. I was like, "That's pretty cool." That's not because I will tell you about this. I really do love the idea. What I mean by the idea is the fact that someone would come along and take something that's been gone a long time, especially with animation, because you can just you can pick up right where you left off with that, and continue it. I mean, the fact that they're doing this is pretty cool because there were a lot of big fans of the show. Like I said, not me so much, but there were a lot of people who were fans of that cartoon. And for them to do the idea of them doing it's really cool. And I was excited by that. But then when I heard about it, then I remembered what era we're in. Late news: Universal Studios stops 300 million blockbuster sequel of The Shadow. N9 N9 St. Universal Senior Universal exec stated what's the point? that fat songbird will give away all the spoilers. Or that fat F, yeah. Okay. Probably referring to me as the fat fuck, but which would be inaccurate. So, I asked my Muslim uncle says I asked my cousin. Let's see here. I asked my cousin who got me into the comics, maybe into comics, a lot of corner and stuff. A lot of corner got me in the comics. A lot of corner and stuff. I think about your age, Clobby. He's about my age. Okay, if you like the punk look too, I'm wondering if it is actually generation. If you like, if I like it, or you mean if he? Yeah. I just asked my cousin. Oh, if he likes punk too, yeah. I don't know. I can't really make that out exactly, buddy. But I hear you. You're asking him if he's close to my age, if he likes it. It might be generational. Storm was beautiful and they have uglied her up. That was the way I looked at it. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. So, who knows what evil lurks in the heart of that shitty 90s Shadow movie? And the idiot director, Russell Mulcahy. So, yeah, X-Men 95, I think I'm done with it. It's just, I'm done with talking about it for the night. But, yeah, there you go. Who knows? It's not really that important. Oh, no, yeah, I wanted to finish the point. It's a great idea to do that for an old cartoon that, kind of ended abruptly and had a big fan base. Would they could have done that? They do that if Larry Houston was allowed to do that for the Fantastic Four and make it just like that old cartoon and keep the freaking goddamn woke drivel out of it. Oh, don't worry about the name drop. I'm just messing with you there, Max. But when you ride with a guy who writes his own jokes and plays the long game, you ride the roller coaster and get some limericks. Yeah, no, it's cool, dude. I don't care about putting Harvey Weinstein up there. I was just being an arse. Okay, he also directed Highlander 2 and The Shadow. Ironhide, you know what's funny about that? When I saw The Shadow a total of one time in a theater with 94, whatever year that was. I don't know what said. And hated it and never watched it again. And now, just over the past maybe 5, 6, 7 years, more and more people, I guess because I'm more, branched out now on the internet, a lot of people, different opinions from all over the place because of the YouTube channel. More and more people are more well disposed towards that movie than me. Other movies too. I'm like, man, everybody I know always thought it was a piece of crap. I always thought it was a piece of crap. Now people tell me they like it. And what that does for me personally is I'm not closed-minded in the sense that I can go back and watch something that I didn't like if I only saw it one time many, many years ago and reevaluate. I've done that, and I could still do that. I think I call that evolving. I might go back and watch that, Alec Baldwin notwithstanding, and like it. I just remember that. I just remember that it had some stupid shite in it where they got rid of the Kit Allard, his Kit Allard identity, and they made him the real Lamont Cranston, the Shadow. So, your Muslim uncle, have you listened to Blake Seven's Blake Seven Doctor Who BBC radio shows? I assume you mean do you mean the shows or the Big Finish audio dramas? Because I don't know about. Hey, DJ Play Nice, good to see you. Blake Seven radio shows have the original actors. Blah, blah, blah. But are you speaking of the Big Finish productions where the original actors do that? Yeah, I agree with that, Max Redstone. The Shadow is far superior to Man of Steel. But I love the Shadow, but he doesn't mean to me what Superman does. So of course I'm going to have that bias. Wag says they could do it if the '90s Spider-Man cartoon and finish that storyline, and change it to something good because it was a horrible way it ended. Yeah. The 1994 production of The Shadow with Alec Baldwin is the greatest tragedy to befall since World War II. Just kidding. It was actually my son's 12th birthday party. Huh? In 1994? Your son was 12 in 1994? Wow. You're older than me. I mean, 1994, my son was 5. Your uncle says, I have been waiting since this weekend to ask this question when listening to I've Gone Will Travel Reads the Card of a Man radio show with Sufi Mom, and thought, how did they do these for Doctor Who, Blake 7 BBC shows? By the way, the Have Gun radio show is pretty good, even though it's not Richard Boone. It's I forgot it was my. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Sorry about that. It's John Denner doing the voice, but now they're called Big Finish Audio. If you know the radio, they're not radio shows per se. They're audio dramas, and I have listened to a bunch of Doctor Who ones and a bunch of Blake 7 ones because for a while they did a bunch of them with the original crew, even when Garrett Thomas and Paul Darrow were both still alive. Naturally. I have a bunch of those, Gwag. The Big Finish Blake 7 have Paul Darrow, Michael Keating, and Garrett Thomas in them. And they had others too. Stephen Pacey. They had I don't know I think Jan Chappell went up, did him. Maybe Sally Nivette. Cinema Gulp, what's up, my friend? Yes, Jacqueline Pierce did some of them. Jan Chappell, that's right. That's right. So, okay, I missed. I'm sorry, Max. I missed another one of your extraordinary Mr. Plinkett jokes. A 1994 production of The Shadow with Alec Baldwin is the greatest strategy to befall since World War II. Just kidding. It was actually my son's 12th birthday party. Max, would you like some pizza rolls? Good to see you, Cinema Gulp. I like 2012 Blake BF Big Finish audio set B7 audio drama, The Turning Test. It was Avon and Villa. Avon had to impersonate an android. Their voices had kind of gotten old, but it was still good to hear them all together. I like those. They make me sad now because so many of them are gone. William Conrad Cannon was Matt Dillon on the Gunsmoke radio show. That's right. Larry. John Denner was a good actor. He was on Have Gun Will Travel a few times. But I like that radio show, but I'm sorry, man. Richard Boone is Paladin, baby cakes. I'm sorry. It's a good show. You just have to kind of put that behind you because it's a radio show. It's not the same thing. Have Gun Will Travel reads the card of a man. The greatest Western in the land. Truly the greatest Western TV show of all time. Fight me. There's some other great Westerns, and I want to, let's see, since we have some old timers who like Westerns, did any of you ever watch The Guns of Will Sonnet with Walter Brennan, Doc Rambo? Only 2 seasons. Oh, Blake. Cinema Gulp says, what's your favorite Blade comic run? I didn't read Blade comics that much. I used to read him when he was in Tomb of Dracula and he had the throw and everything. But I can't say I ever read any of his runs, to be honest with you. Cinnamon Gulp. At that point, when Blade started getting his own comics in the 90s or whatever it was, I was not reading Marvel. So I gotta be disappointing, incomplete on that because I stopped reading. I mean, I liked the. I went. In fact, I'd seen him in a handful of comics. But I hadn't read much with him. When the movie was announced with Wesley Snipes, which I did go to see and I liked it. I had only read some handful of Tomb of Draculas with Blade in it, and then I'd seen some pictures of him how they changed his look. But I was like, wow, he's different. But I do like the movies, though. Oh, yeah, well, I love Tomb of Dracula. Wolfman and Colon. Ravenscroft says, I read the history of Blake 7 on Wikipedia today, and it had a lot of surprising facts. I guess they were facts in it. Oh, okay. Did they get it right? It's the question, yeah. Larry, those sons of the Guns of Will Simon. No brag, just fact. Man, that show was dark, brooding, somber. It was a great concept. I can't believe it only lasted 2 seasons. And the crazy thing is, because they knew they were going to get canceled, they filmed a last episode that never got aired, but it's on one of those the DVD sets. The DVD sets are terrible, terrible copies. I love when you quote Death Watch, Max Redstone. Your plan had better be fireproof, Serverland, or I'll see you burn with it. Love it. Great episode. I'm looking at a BBC One in iTunes books right now. It's not Big Finish, but wondering if it's in radio style. Audio. If it's an audio drama, see they Big Finish. If it's not Big Finish, I don't know. It's a good question. They may do other. There may be someone else doing other ones. The only one I'm all that really familiar with, though, your Muslim Uncle, is Big Finish. They're run by a bunch of idiots right now. They're a bunch of woke jerkwads, but they used to do some really good stuff. Ravenscroft, one Western my dad and I loved was How the West Was Won. Oh, yeah, no, James Arness. That was cool. Well, I mean, the miniseries was James Arness. I think they had an older movie. I feel that show doesn't get enough love. It was good. It was really good. I think Bruce Boxleitner was on there. Yeah, the real McCoys. Yep. My favorite Martian. I read the real McCoys with Walter Brennan. Walter Brennan was brilliant on Guns and Will Sonnet. Anyway, night. Good to see you. Hey there. Hey, chat. Guests and hosts. All of you have a very sorry I missed the last couple of days. Oh, that's okay. I was busy with Comic-Con, and the video after I keep missing the streams. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you got to go have fun at Comic-Con there. That's pretty cool. Or I hope you had fun. Yeah, How the West Was Won was a cool show. Guns of Will Sonnet was one of the first shows by Aaron Spelling, believe it or not. It was in the Your Muslim Uncle. The show was somewhere in the late 60s. It only had 2 seasons. The premise was that Will Sonnet was this former very famous Army scout who was, very well known for his exploits during in the Army. I mean, who his son, because he was away from home so much, his son, James Sonnet, left at like 17, so he didn't know him that well. Hey, Joe Dog, good to see you. And his son, James Sonnet, later had a child, but he brought him for his father to raise him, Will Sonnet. So Will Sonnet raised young Jeff Sonnet, Melted Copper. What's up? From a boy. And James went off and he became like this very infamous gunfighter. Famous and infamous. Like he was a well-known killer. And so one day, when Jeff was raised by Will Sonnet, his grandfather, played by Walter Brennan. Jeff was played by Dak Rambo. Jason Evers played James. They decided, when he was old enough, Jeff decided he wanted to go find his father. He wanted to meet his father. And so he and Will took off. They sold their house. They took off on a trip around the country to try to find James Sonnet, their Will's famous son and Jeff's famous father, who was, of course, infamous as well as a gunfighter. People were scared of him and stuff. And so it opens up every episode with Will, with a Walter Brennan, this dark, this somber music going, "We search for a man named Will Sonnet. The stories about him may be true. Some call him a gunman and killer. He's my son, who I never knew. I raised Jim's boy from the cradle until the day he said, 'I've got to go find my father.' And I reckon that's how it should be. So we ride, Jim's boy and me." That's it. It's got that music, and they go around riding around having adventures, and every now and then they almost find him. Great show, though. I mean, it's so well done, so well acted. Dak Rambo's really good on it as well as Jeff's on it. Jason Evers is really. He wasn't in every episode, but every now and then they just miss him somewhere. They were looking for him, and they have all kind of adventures trying to find him because it was the old West. You couldn't just find anybody. It's a great show. The only problem is the DVD sets of the 2 seasons are taken from horrible, butchered up copies that you got. I mean, they're all choppy. They're not great copies. And the last episode never aired. And it has a resolution to the story, which was really good. But they never know what he's going to be when they find him. Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Or what? It's crazy. Cool. How to do that? Wow. Sorry, I found something new on the StreamYard. Sorry, everybody. So anyway, I thought it was a cool show. And still, every now and then I pull it out and watch my crappy copies of it. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Things get hard and really busy for me sometimes while listening and interacting with you all. Get a little choked up. This is an oasis for me, and almost feels like cheating when I get to be here, says your Muslim uncle. Oh, man, well, that's very kind of you to say, buddy, and I'm glad you're here, man. Always good to see you, bud. And hanging with your geek buddies. Everyone needs to do that once in a while. Sadly, by the mid-'70s, Westerns kind of went out of fashion. So I was mostly left with watching Eastwood and John Wayne movies when they aired. Yes, Ravenscroft, I love those. But I do love a lot of movie Westerns. But I have an affinity for TV Westerns. There's something about the TV Western. I know that's not cool to say. That's not a cool thing to say because people, they want to hear and I do love John Wayne movies and Clint Eastwood movies. Ravenscroft, are you heading out? Let's see. Oh, Maddie's daddy's heading out. Sorry. Maddie's daddy, take it easy, buddy. Have a good one, man. Thanks for being here. Ravenscroft says, oh, does anybody else remember The Quest with Kurt Russell and Tim Matheson? Didn't last long, but it had a great story. Around 70. Yeah, I remember it vaguely. I can't, not much about it, though, but I know of it. Wagon Train, Fanty outside. Yeah. I watched that a little bit at one point. I always thought it would be funny if Jacqueline Pierce Baldero did a version of Aretha Franklin and George Michael's I know you were waiting for me. It might be. Says Max. There you go, Max. Wagner says, you might like the Tomorrow's Publishing book, Comic Book Fever. It's about comics from the 76 through 86. That is a cool book. I have not gotten that one yet, Gwag. I need to get it. Brogu from my old hometown. What's up, buddy? Where is this? John Wayne recommended James Arness as Matt Doolan. True. When they created the Gunsmoke TV show. Yes, sir, he did. He did indeed. Another Western show I love that's an off-the-wall one. Does anyone here love Alias Smith and Jones? I love that show. Great show. Hannibal Hayes and Kid Curry. Two of the most successful outlaws in the West. And yet, for all the banks and trains they robbed, they never shot anyone. This made our two modern-day Robin Hoods popular with everyone but the banks, of course. In the pilot film, yes, indeed. Rest in peace, the great Peter Duel. In the pilot film, they ended up getting deciding they kind of want to go legit, go straight, and they did something heroic, so they made a deal with the sheriff. Stephen Matt, hey there, welcome. Alias Smith and Jones, great show. And so on the show, of course, they had to behave themselves to the government. The governor feels that they deserve amnesty. So wait a minute, you're saying all we have to do is just, be good and behave ourselves until the governor feels we deserve amnesty. In the meantime, we'll still be wanted. Yeah, that's true. Only you, me, and the governor will know. That's a good deal. Oh man. Yeah, but Alias Smith and Jones, the Pete Duel episodes are fantastic. I'm not throwing shade at Roger Davis. It wasn't his fault. They should have, I hate to say, I guess they were under kind of obligation, but they probably shouldn't have tried to replace Pete Duel when he tragically, accidentally, some say, offed himself. I mean, there's a lot of people who say that was an accident. It was not. That was somewhere around the same time that Freddie Prinze did it. Damn shame. But Pete Duel was brilliant, man. He would have been a superstar, probably. Oh yeah, I don't know how to say that. Some people are really good on stuff and they don't ever really. But he would have done a lot of TV. He'd have been around working for a long time, I think. Oh my goodness! It was. I remember. Alias Smith and Jones show was after Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid movie. Yeah, it was. Yes, and they were. Roy Huggins worked on a lot of it. I think. I remember they reworked a couple of old, TV westerns. That was toward the end of the TV western. Oh yeah, all I need is the digital version of that Gwag. I'll probably get digital. If I don't have it, I may have it somewhere. Hey Gwag, speaking of that, I know you got this. Look what came out today or this week. I think this week. The new back issue magazine. Nice. Oh, something's wrong with my download of it. Batman of the 70s. Love it. Well, it just became, hey, Penny, have a good night. You take care. Grim, what's up, Grim? Take care, Penny. Have a great night, my dear. Your dad liked to watch Branded, Mark with a coward shame. Only because he thought it was so funny. Oh yeah, the 6-7 foot monster is a coward. Yeah, go kick his. That was something I always say. Fandom. Branded didn't last that long either. Chuck Connors is really cool, but it was always funny. Like he would walk into a bar or something, and a bunch of guys would call him a coward, and start a fight, and then he would like whoop 20 dudes. You'd think and no one would start up any crap with a guy like that. The artwork makes you linger and look at it all in your current screen. Yeah. Look at those fantastic, amazing books they have. Look, they got a new Ditko book coming out. I have some of these books. Oh yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Irv Novick. Wow, look at Irv Novick. That is this young fella. Yeah, he was. Ravenscroft says, so what's the next series slated for the clubhouse? Are you sticking with the new Outer Limits? Probably can't stay up for it anyway. Just curious. No, next it'll be The Prisoner. And we're going to be reviewing some Trek comics too. So after we get through with Blake 7, it'll be The Prisoner, which will only take 17 weeks. So there's plenty of time. Nice and slow. Just do Blake 7 nice and slow. One episode a week. Takes a full year, I can't remember now. Didn't we start? When did we start Blake 7? Was it right for the beginning of the year? I think so. Exactly, Fandy. Say, my dad said, like, so he's not, but he wasn't a coward. He was framed. Dude was no coward. He was marked with a coward shame. A shadow knows. This was Shadow meeting Batman. That was a cool issue. Since, of course, Batman is highly influenced, shall we say, by the Shadow. Well, Joe Dog axes. Are you going to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire this week? I thought it was fine, except I hate Patton Oswalt myself. I will be probably going to see that tomorrow, sir. Tomorrow in the daytime. That issue must be going out to the comic shops next week, as it hasn't been listed on the weekly releases yet from my comic shop. Oh, I got you. Sorry about that, dude. I don't want to spoiler at you. Larry says Star Trek Unlimited 10 issues will arrive Friday for me. Oh, I think number 1's got hers coming in soon. I got new geek shirts today too. Max Redstone. I like that picture, dude. I would show it, but it would be spoilery. Just kidding. What happened? Hey, what the hell? That's weird. That's crazy. I want to show a picture here. There we go. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. There we are. The hell? All right, my new geek shirts, folks. From Bearded Shirts. Let's see. The pedic says, "Squawk! He sold that you out. I sold you out, son." Where you at? My dad used to walk in, and I was watching Adventures of Superman with Sylvester S. Superman. Chuck Connor's on Superman. Dad was like, he's Superman's country cousin that have the same name. He's sort of like, Hillbilly Marvel. Well, Superman has its own hillbilly, I guess. All right, let's see here. All right. This is my new geek shirt. One of them. I got three of them. Yeah, my beloved bearded shirts to make all our cool Legion and other shirts and stuff. I ordered this one. That's, of course, for someone might, I bet someone can recognize not only who drew this, but what it's from. I'm going to give it, I know Fanty knows what this is from, and so does Gwag and Larry. Larry, I'm sure. You bingo, Fanty, a model kit and the cover. You know who did the art for the cover? I had this model kit, I think. Well, no, I had the Superman one. I want this one. It was, they did use it as a cover on back issue, Gwag. That's true. But it's from an Aurora model kit. Art by, of course, the late, great, should I say it? You probably, anyway, you probably know it anyway. Dave Cockrum, of course. I love it. And now there's also this one I also got made. I've had it made. I had it special made right here. I'm not the identify the artist. That's my brother, the artist. That's a Fanty. I got you. So I ordered this one. It's the cover of the old tabloid Superman versus Shazam, of course, by Rich Buckler and Dick Giordano. Ravenscroft, thank you so much for being here, buddy. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your week, and hope we see you tomorrow. Come review Blake 7 with us if you can. Well, I promise you this time we'll get it done early. No messing around. And I apologize for when we messed around too much last week. We're weird. Treasury Edition. Technically, Marvel called them Treasury Editions. DC, they didn't have a name for them, so we called them that, but they're like tabloids. But yeah. Anyway, there's that one. And one more. These two I ordered. These two I ordered. There's another one that the nice gentleman who runs the company sent me as a gift. And I'm very thankful for him. I believe this was a cover of a trade paperback, and of course by the great George Perez. So if you're gonna have Fantastic Four other than Kirby, it should at least be Perez. I think. Yeah. So thank you, Picasso. Very nice people. Very nice. You didn't have to do this. But I've been buying from them for a long time, and they're great. Like I said, they mostly did Legion stuff, but now they branched out, and he does their bearded shirts. Of course, he does a lot of great stuff. It's got tons of X-Men covers, a lot of other DC covers as well. You think it looks weird, Larry? I mean, Glag? I mean, I have this trade paperback. I never really thought about it. It looks fine to me, but I guess so. I never really thunk about it. No, Larry, I don't have only Kirby t-shirts. No, far from it. I love it. I'm just kidding. I was kind of joking that, that Kirby rules as FF. I mean, there's a reason why we're going to be reviewing the Kirby run. The Kirby run, the Kirby run. The Kirby run, the Kirby run. Hey. Man, it's not too wide for me, though. Well, it is big for me, but yeah. The only thing too wide around here, Guagnar, is me. So, anyway, I love those shirts. Oh, I thought you were talking about the shirt. Thanks, Grim. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's true. The shirt isn't really flat, but no, it's not near, not here to there. I was just messing around anyway. But yeah, thank you, Grim. I love those shirts. That Superboy model kit. I can't, man. I've always wanted that. I think I had it a long time ago, but I'm drawing this blank now. Did I just imagine having it because I wanted it so bad? I remember I was never good at painting models, but I do remember once getting that Batman model with him hanging from the tree. He's basically very much like the Adam West Batman. And I painted that, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And it was great. So, yeah, they make some incredible shirts. They're just amazing. To do run, they don't run. Hey, he's whatever. Oh, where are you at? Do run. Better on a hunt. There we go. Whoa.
Hello.
Look who's here.
How's it going?
What you doing? What's up?
Good.
You know my shirts. Did you see my shirts?
No, I just I've been doing projects and stuff, and my mom wasn't feeling good, so I was no, she's all right, just a cold, so I had to help her out.
Okay. Well, hope she feels better.
Wow, man. Look at that. Thank you. Yep.
The bearded shirt guys,
man, that's amazing.
Sent me this. He gave me this. He made this as a present. He surprised me with it. I didn't expect it. It's a Perez FF. That's off of a trade Perez did the cover for. And it's that's amazing. All over. It's on the other side as well. These shirts, by the way, folks, they're both siders. And
is there a way to order that, or that's just a special one-off?
I don't know. I think it is. I don't know if he's going to put it on there or not. He might just put it up there. But he was asking me to just choose, and you know what happened is I told him I wanted. He said, "Come on, pick one," because there was an order that they got sent the wrong thing on. It was not that big of a deal, but I didn't want him to say anything to him, but I did, and he said, well, first of all, I've been trying to get you to tell me a shirt you want for a long time. So come on, tell me. I'll say. And I said, no, you don't have to do that. He said, I'm going to send you your order back, right order, but I want you to, so tell me something. So he said, it doesn't even have to be Legion. It can be anything. So I told him, he knows I love FF, I guess. So I picked the splash page. That big poster you got me?
Yep. Oh, you did that as a shirt too?
I picked, I will mention that to him. Then later I wrote back and I said, oh, crap, I remember this got Stan Lee's name on it. And he knows.
Well, you can take you can take the name off, though.
Okay. Chris Persia, take it easy, buddy. Have a great night.
Good night,
well,
Chris.
I mentioned that. I just mentioned that I don't like the name on there. I wasn't going to say, hey, I'm not dictating them what to do. I didn't ask for the shirt. I'm going to feel like an idiot. He's such a nice guy. I'm going to say, hey, by the way, could you go in there and edit something out for me? I'm not going to be classless. So I just have to take it and like to get like a sticker thing and put it on there whenever I wear it, like cover his name up. Or get Claude to
airbrush it for you. Yeah.
So anyway, I thought that was what he was going to do. I don't know. These are two shirts I ordered a long time ago. The other two that I'm about to show you. But anyway, so I didn't expect this at all. He gave me this one, and it's just super nice of him. And then of course these other two I ordered. The do run, the do run. The don't run, the don't run. There's this one. Rich Buckler and Dick Giordano. Again, they're all over. These are all over shirts. It's both sides, Yes, sir. I love that.
So what's the back? The back is the same as the front, or is it?
Yes, it's just an all over type thing.
Over,
yes.
Yeah. No, it's not a view from the back. Yeah, it's not like 3D.
No, I don't think that would be possible. I don't think that would be even possible. Right? I don't see how it would be.
That's just my crazy mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, but I'm still thinking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you'd have to you have to draw it that way. Yeah.
And then there's this one. This Dave Cockrum masterpiece was the cover of he got a job doing the box art for an Aurora model kit, which I've always wanted this model kit so much for the early 70s.
I have that model kit actually. Yep.
Damn you, all the hell.
Damn you. They're still selling it on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I think that's what I was trying to remember. I think I had it once. A repro? Yeah.
Yeah, repro.
Can you call it a reprint if it's a model, or is it like a repro?
Well,
whatever. Reproduction.
Yeah, it's not the original. If you're a model collector,
Yeah, this was Aurora. They probably have a different company now. Hey, RRTNZ, my friend. All right, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Says, spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble equals you win forever. Yeah. Well, what if he fought Godzilla? What would happen then? He's going to tell me, I know. Throw the back of Superman. So, but yeah, I love Dave Cockrum's, and I love Superboy and Crypto. And yes, I did have it, but I think I was crappy at painting it, so I got Claude to paint it for me. I can't remember now.
So you have this.
I didn't get it as a kid. I think it got busted up in one of the. Oh, it got busted up in one of the floods or hurricanes or something. But a lot of stuff got.
Damn it! Yeah.
I can't remember for sure exactly, but yeah, I had that's one because I remember he also made I have the Superman when they did with him busting through the wall. That one got screwed up too. It really destroyed.
That's the famous one too.
I still have the pieces of that one. I have pieces of that one. It's all broken up, and he repainted it. And it still got busted up. I don't know what just got. I think it was brittle or something over time. It broke because
it just broke. Yeah, just broke.
Because he airbrushed it, some of it, and I think that messed it up. I think I can't remember, but it still
that shouldn't matter.
I have the pieces of it. It made it sticky. So anyway, I love this. Damn it! Did you ever put yours together, or just got it in the box?
No, I just have it in the box. Yeah, that's on the list of things to do. But they have it on Amazon for $30. Mobius Models has the rights, I guess, to that.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they're calling it Mobius Super. Here, I can show the screen real quick.
Let me get rid of this.
Yeah, when I can.
Oh, RR, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, dude. I was just messing around. Chuck Norris equals the reason Godzilla hides in the sea. Waggle. Chuck Norris. You don't think Chuck
There we
Norris
go.
is a little OP? I better not say that. So does it come in the box with the Dave Cockrum art?
Let's see. Let's see if they show the box art. I would assume it's the original box art, but that's the cover, right? I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they've got
Oh,
they've
look
got
at the
Green Lantern.
That Green Lantern one was. That's not old. They didn't have one back then, did they? I don't think there was an Aurora kit. That's new, but that's
It
beautiful.
must have been. No, I'm guessing these are all.
Made back then.
Well, someone could check for us, but
I think
of course
that's
they've
done
got
later.
Batman 66.
See, I never had that one. I had one that was. He looked a lot like the Batman 66, but he was hanging from a tree, and he had a batarang. And I painted that one.
Let's see, Mobius models. Let's see. Oh, here's Robin. It looks just like Burt
Nice.
Ward. Yeah.
Very cool.
There's the box. Yeah, so it looks like the old.
I remember
and I have
these boxes,
my
yeah.
model in the basement. Yeah.
But they don't have the boxes of the other one.
Well, they're not showing it, but I'm sure they
They're not
look.
showing the box of the Green Lantern. What are they?
Yeah, but it must look that's the original.
Joker.
And Penguin.
Love it. Oh yeah, nice.
I mean, they ain't
Did you
cheap.
see-
They're $30. Plus, you have
They
to
got-
paint them.
Some friends of mine just got these new figures. They just did new figures based on the New Adventures of Batman cartoon from the late 70s. One where Adam West and Burt Ward did the voice, and they had Batmite, and they had crazy. They got a new figure of the robot Batman, and like, but my friend, I couldn't believe they did that figure, but so they got it. It's from an episode, but it's hilarious.
I mean, these are great to have too. I mean, statues are so damn expensive. So if you're a skilled model maker, if you're like Claude, who's good, the painting's the trick. Assembly is an art too, and getting it to look nice. But it's also the painting, especially skin tones, are very. Pants are easy and penguins are easy, but the skin tones and the shading on that rock there, that's when you're really good. Instead of just painting it like, as a kid, you just paint the whole damn thing brown or something or black. Well, they have some nice shading on there. Let's see what else do they have? Of course, it's that Phantom of the Opera. That's another. Yeah, so these are all made for adult collectors now. Like, is that
Kids don't buy that stuff.
No, kids don't buy models anymore. Yeah, so hopefully the models won't go away. But I mean, I think I built a few models with my kids, but they have no interest in that. So it's a niche. Plus, Batman 66 is so damn old now.
Oh, there's another one. Thank you. Oh, I thought that was I didn't see that. I apologize. Chuck Norris equals real reason Dr. Manhattan sulks on bars. Yeah. Thanks, RR. I appreciate that. Larry, careful. Careful putting that one together. Make sure there is no airlocks nearby. Which one? Which one are you talking about?
Not sure yet. Let's see.
Which one are you talking about, that Larry? I mean, Gwag. Sorry. Oh, he's talking to Larry. I wasn't.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry about. I didn't mean to butt in you guys' conversation, but I thought I didn't see the ad. My eyes are roasted right now. Terrible. Long
they stole
day.
the Batmobile. Yeah.
Nice. Whack, 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 whack. Debo just gets.
I'm gonna go straight.
Spacecraft or airship models now.
Okay.
It's a fair call. Oh, Larry got a HAL 9000 model kit. Nice.
Very cool.
Is it just
There's
like the
of...
light? Is it just the light, or is it the whole computer thingy?
Usually it's just the eye part, yeah. But they do make them that speak and talk now. I've seen kits where. Yeah.
Stop, Dave. Don't, Dave. I'm losing my mind. Would you like to hear that song, Dave? They're the eye panel, he says, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Maximum Red Stony boy. Hope you hang
Max.
out with us tomorrow night, brother. I'm going to review Night Stalker and Blade 7. It's the first time I watched that movie in like 40-something years, Night Stalker. It was interesting to see that again.
I haven't watched it again.
Thank you. If you don't feel like watching, Raquel and I can handle it. But if you do,
No, I got to watch it.
that was pretty cool. It was good to see it again. But of course, I actually kind of liked the show a little better. But that's how it all got started. So it's pretty good. The show's scarier. I mean, this movie was cool, but it wasn't super scary. Jekyll and Hyde. This is the story of Dr. Jekyll.
So these are all classic stuff from the 60s, and thankfully, once you got the molds, you just keep the molds and just print them again. So Mobius got the molds, obviously, and
nice.
But they must have gotten the rights to the artwork and the IP.
Very cool.
But
yes,
a lot of people just collect these. Yeah, just have them in the box.
He said, "Go back to Mobius store." Says Larry. He gave you an order. Guagnar. That's true. He says, Clobby's Health 9,000 sounds like a sleepy animal. Yes, it's not, if I got to do the voice of Alien, Hale 9,000, I'll be like that a lot. I'd say Daisy.
There's the Hell 9,000.
There it is. Is that the one you got? Who got it again? Who was it? It was Guag, or was it Larry?
Larry, I think he said, yep.
Yes, Larry. Very cool.
I know people put sound chips in there, and
I like a model of talkie toaster. The one from
probably
Whitehall.
One on Thingiverse. Yeah, I could probably print. I think I could 3D print one.
I'm kidding. The one from Whitehall.
The new one, right? Yeah. Or the old one or the new one? You like the
second
old one?
The second one, yeah.
Second one with the lights on the side. Yep.
I don't think they brought him back after that until didn't they bring him back on the
12th season? He comes back.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
He's back in the second to last episode.
That's cool. That's it, right? Oh man, that's nice. Very nice. RR says if you go to the end of Mobius stuff, you'll end up where you started. Nice. You're on fire tonight there, sir. Nicely said.
See, like you can record what you can do with these sound chips. You can record them so you could play the clip, record it, and then put it in the model. And he hide this board into the model, and then you could push the button, hide the button somewhere, put it somewhere, and then it'll play the file. So some of like this one only has 2 of them, but you could have, sorry, Dave, I can't do that.
I can't do that, Dave.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. Yep.
And of course, Hal couldn't, acting jobs were tough to come by for Hal after that until 2010. Yeah.
It was tough. Yeah.
He tried,
That was awesome. Yep.
Cool.
Oh, this one you can record direct. Oh, you can record directly. It looks like. Recording button. Pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, and if you're doing like a Star Trek model, of course, now the models have the voices in there, but and you can go directly from your computer. Oh, that's nice. You can do so. There's a mic input. Yeah, play it on your computer. Just it'll record right in. Yep. Pretty cool.
Deediousness.
Yep.
Very nice. So there you go.
Yep.
Cool stuff, sir.
Yep.
Hey, the sea view.
Oh, there's the sea view.
Yeah, look at the sea view right there. That's
$115.
Cool.
Wow.
Oh, shooty dude.
It must be big. What scale is it? 1/1.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Is it the old sea view or the new sea view with the windows changed?
That might be the movie one.
Is it the movie one? Let's see. Can we get a good look here? Because it changed. This is the movie one, I think. Because the newer one didn't have it. It was one big window, or they changed the windows in the front.
Yeah, they changed it,
so it looked cooler.
It's a pretty good movie, but I like the show. I mean,
I started rewatching that. I haven't finished it, but
the show.
I started rewatching that and haven't. It's like a while ago, and then I stopped. But yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Right.
I always love that little sub there. Yeah.
Okay, RR, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Enjoy, and we'll be here for you in lurk mode, sir. So,
Take
what
care,
you
our
saying?
team.
You started at the beginning, of course.
Yeah, sorry at the beginning. Yeah,
Where you
Raquel
at?
style.
Okay.
I only made it through the first season and I stopped. Then
The
we
first
got-
season's the best. I think.
oh, it's good. Yeah, no, it's really well done.
It was more of a like an espionage type. If I remember, it's been a while, but it wasn't. I mean, later seasons they started meeting monsters and shit. And
Yeah,
they,
this is more like a Cold War stuff and
yeah.
spies, and if I'm remembering those first episodes, yeah.
I tell you that I've mentioned this many times, Larry. But and when I wasn't not when I owned it, but when I was running a comic shop in the early '80s, the owner of that shop made some deal with this guy with a toy warehouse in BR where I live, and we went to we got to go upstairs where he said he keeps a bunch of crap he didn't care about anymore, and we found like a couple of Star Trek model kits of different types, like the 3-ship set, the one with the tricorder and the phaser and the communicator and the different stuff. We found about 50 flying subs. And we bought them all too. We couldn't sell them or all them, but no one cared, but we liked them. And we found some invaders ships and some others. So it was just crap. I don't know why he had so many flying subs. I wanted the Sea View.
Very cool. Yeah. I always like that flying sub. That was a cool idea. It was like the shuttlecraft for the Sea View.
Oh yeah. Did you watch Sequest? Did you like that?
I watched a little bit of that. It's kind of predicted the future.
Much.
In that show, beef was illegal. I remember the episode where
it
was the Brazilians or the Argentinians, and they were smuggling beef onto the ship, and it was a big scandal.
Yeah. I never watched it. I had a buddy of mine that would watch it, but because he's such a Voyager's Bottom of Sea fan, he would watch that too because he liked that so much. And now it was just like, and he would be wild. Like, I'm not watching that. He tried to tell me to watch it. He's like, I don't know, man. I can't get into it. I like it. Just it's okay. I didn't mind. I think
it was okay. It wasn't
it
great shakes. It wasn't like, oh my god, I can't.
Well, I like Roy Scheider, and that's why I kind of liked it.
And then they had that
kid at the end, second season. The kid,
I think he left. The kid with the dolphin. What was there a dolphin that was on?
Yes,
always on the show.
Yeah, a dolphin. Yeah. Didn't he have some crazy like science fiction stories? Didn't he have some like it's a time travel crap or something?
I think they did. Yeah.
Well, how long did that last? 2 seasons? 3?
Let's see. Sequest DSV. What was the DST stand for?
Vehicle. Was it T or V?
DSV. Vader.
Deep Sea Vehicle.
Yeah. So it's Jonathan Brandis was the.
Yeah, Jonathan Brandis who selfed himself.
Unfortunately, he was born in Connecticut. Oh crud.
Yeah.
Very sad. Yeah. Well, it's not easy for those child actors too. And,
no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell's a flat out miracle to turn out, what he is, considering he was a child actor.
Yeah.
Did you see that story?
Gunsmoke. I saw a clip of him on Gunsmoke.
There was a story that came out not too long ago that I'd never heard before. Maybe you've heard it. I don't know. Where Kurt Russell was telling the story about Charles Bronson. Did you hear about that?
No.
He was on the set. I forget. It was a show that Bronson was doing. It was a show, a series or something. I think, or was it a movie? Something. And I mean, Kurt Russell couldn't have been, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, whatever it was, something like that. And he really liked Charles Bronson because thought he was cool, which he was, of course. And so I forgot exactly what the object was, but he got him a birthday present when they found out it was his birthday. Charles Bronson, he got Charles Bronson a birthday present. And when he gave it to him, Charles Bronson had this look on his face, like he was really upset, and he was really angry, and he was he's like scared the crap out of him. Kind of the kid went running, he ran away, and he ran to this. And so a few minutes later, he goes to the trailer that Kurt Russell's in, and he went and he told him. He says, he told him how he grew up all alone. He grew up poor. He didn't have any family thing. He said,
there were 14 kids in Bronson's family, and they were all.
And he said he never got it.
Yep.
Yeah, and he said that no one's ever given him a present before. And he was all choked up. He couldn't. It made him emotional, but he apologized, and he became good friends with him. And he used to take him skateboarding around the lot, and he bought him like all kind of stuff. was really cool. They became good friends, of course.
Yeah, that's a great
That's a
story.
cool
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
But if you Google Charles Bronson, just as not that Wikipedia's the end all, but he grew up in abject poverty. I mean, you talk about
Yeah.
growing up, not just poor, just no, nothing. I mean, just complete poverty. I think it was West Virginia, or trying to remember where. And then he went into the military, of course, and because doing Toxic Tuesday, we did a lot of his movies. So yes,
Yeah.
they're coal miners. Yeah, they're miners. Yep. So and then that's why he was always in such he was such good shape too in terms of his physique. I mean, even those movies, he's much older, and he still is in great great shape. You don't want to mess with the uh, Charlie Brown.
Oh, he was so
with,
cool. He
Charles
was in
Bronson. Yeah.
a lot of great stuff, but two of my all-time favorite movies, back to back. I mean, like the same year, he was in The Great Escape and Magnificent Seven. Holy shit! And he was great
Yep.
on a couple of Had Gun Will Travel episodes. One of my favorite. He was in one of my all-time favorite episodes of that show, and it was like it was the second episode, but he was also in about 2 or 3 others. There were some other shows I saw him on back then.
Yeah. Well, let me just read this about Bronson, just so people get a background. In 1933, Bronson's father died. He went to work in the coal mines, first in the mining office and then the mine. He said he earned $1 for each ton of coal he mined. He said he had to work double shifts to earn $1 a week. He later recounted that he and his brother engaged in dangerous work removing stumps between the mines, and cave-ins were common. So he was born in 1921. So in 1933, he's working in the coal mines at age 12
years old.
Yeah. So he said family suffered extreme poverty during the Great Depression, called going hungry many times. His mother could not afford milk, and she was fed warm tea instead. The family was so poor he once had to wear his sister's dress to school for lack of clothing.
Wow.
He was the first member of the family to graduate from high school. And then he was a gunner on the B-29 Superfortress during World War II in Guam.
Yeah, you
25
say
missions. Yep.
you think he had it rough. I mean, there are kids today that have to deal with getting called names and insulted and stuff,
Yeah.
and ganged up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to hear about any hardships that these people had. I mean, did Charles Bronson ever get Twitter shamed? I don't think so. Did Charles Bronson ever get called nasty names and stuff? Well, he probably did because
beat the crap out
to
of
think of it. Yeah. Did he? Let's see. Did he ever have to suffer the indignity of I don't know, like for example, watching a movie that has offensive content in it?
And this he after the war he did odd jobs until a theatrical group in Philadelphia hired him to paint scenery, which led to minor acting roles. He later shared an apartment in New York City with Jack Klugman, who was an aspiring actor at the time. Yeah, wow. And then he moved to Hollywood and took acting classes, and the rest is history. Pretty cool. Yep.
Fandy says. It says Kurt Russell worked with Bronson as a kid, and he found out it was Bronson's birthday and gave him a plane model that could fly. He gave it to Bronson, who took it and walked away. Next day, he told Russell no one ever gave him a present before. After Bronson died, Russell got a package. It was the unopened model. Oh, wow. Crazy.
Yeah, well, kids growing up too is gonna say, "Hey, it's your birthday," and if you're a good kid, you say, "Let me give you something." Of course, Kurt Russell grew up, in an acting family, and doesn't mean you're, less of a person, but he certainly didn't. I'm sure didn't, want for much. I don't know how strict his parents were. Maybe he wasn't spoiled, but so just for him, that's natural. Hey,
his father was an actor too. Kurt Russell's father was Bing Russell. Yeah, and he was in a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah.
Well, I know, I know him when I see him. It's like, man, to have a son like dwarf you in popularity or whatever. But yeah. But then so like Ronnie Howard was the same way. His father was Rance Howard. He was in stuff. So, but yeah, I don't want to hear about hardships that Charles Bronson had. The kids today have it way tougher than him.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes their lattes are cold. Okay. Sometimes Starbucks
Well, they write your
is
name they write your name wrong on the latte.
They spell your name wrong. Good Lord. Sometimes they get they get misgendered. Do you realize that? Damn, they get bombarded with microaggressions, pal. I don't want to hear about working on the coal mine at 12 years old and starving to death and all that kind of crap. Look at these kids, just less than 100 years later, are really the ones suffering. Do you realize sometimes they'll accidentally see a movie or a commercial that's not diverse enough? I mean, that hurts, right? So,
Yep.
Talking about true hardships there.
For sure.
Man,
yep.
Emmett Walsh passed away. I liked him. He was a good actor.
Great guy. Yep.
That mother scratcher. He was he was always funny. Dr. Jellyfinger. So
is a new Alien movie coming out?
Well, sure, they've got to. So it's been a whole 5 minutes?
Alien Romulus.
Oh, Aliens versus
Alien
Romulus?
movie number 7. Romulus. It's the 7th movie. A standalone interquel set between the events of Alien and Aliens.
Well, who in the damn galaxy ain't? I mean, because, that was important to make another freaking Alien movie because you just can't have enough of them. Really. I mean, think about it. The
story sees a group of young people in a distant world who find themselves in a confrontation with the most terrifying life form in the universe. So they send the Scooby Gang, I guess. To
By the way, here the aliens are the good guys. They're not evil.
Good.
There's a teaser trailer and everything, says Stephen. No, I'm not. I mean, I don't know if this is true. We were talking about the other night, and I heard somebody, was it Tom or whoever it was talking about how they're going to do it where the aliens are the victims.
Well, they should be, right?
The xenomorphs.
They shouldn't be xenophobic.
Well, at least they're not right. I mean, at least they're not as bad as white people. So there you go.
Well, here, let's show some images from it. I didn't even know
Alien Covenant was garbage, says Joe Dog. What's that?
I didn't even know there was a movie coming out. Is that Vasquez?
Is that Vasquez? No.
No, it's not.
Really? No. I was about to say, what? Horde of face huggers, but they're not such bad people. I know it's
face huggers are people too.
Yeah. It's unspeakable slubber, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad person. Quoting, remember from the episode Polymorph, where he got turned into a hippie?
Yeah.
He said, I know it's a dangerous, extremely scary monster that salivates unspeakable slubber, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad person.
Yeah.
What's this? What wag?
I did not pick up the Aliens What If comic. Is that old or is that from the movie came out?
Yeah. I didn't know until now. I won't be seeing it. Same here, Steven. I don't watch any. I mean, I'll watch the original and I'll watch the James Cameron Aliens, and I have no use. I hated Alien 3. I hated Alien 4. Went to the theater, and after that, I think I like a dummy. I went to see Aliens versus one of the 1,000 Aliens
versus Ripley
Predators
back,
movie.
Yeah.
Aliens versus Predators, whatever that one was. The first one, I think I went to see that. There's what have been 100 of those now. Don Ranger Power.
Hey, Don.
It came out a couple of weeks ago, says Quag. Okay. Well,
let's see.
Well, bollocks me. Well, bugger me with the fish folk.
Let's see. They revived the. Well, is it going to be as bad as the last Terminator movie?
It looks absolutely delightful, and I can't wait to never watch it. Right now, just imagine, right now, every one of us is probably not watching that movie right now as we speak. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Mark's probably not watching it. I know I'm not watching it. And I bet most of you, if not all of you in the chat, are not at this time, right now anyway, watching that movie. And I think that says something about you all. I don't know what, but just go watch the original. It's the only one. I mean, I don't know. Why does. I don't understand why it's a franchise. I don't understand why that, of all things, is a franchise. Eh.
Well, because the first movie was a massive hit, and the second movie was even. It's one of the few sequels that you could say is just as good, or some people like more than the original.
Yeah, Stephen Mack, I hated Alien 3. So you're a smart individual. If that's the last one you saw at the theater, I was dumb enough to go see Alien.
Oh, that's a weird
Resurrection.
That's the
No, the one after Alien 3, basically Alien 4, but it was called
Resurrection. Yeah. But what was Alien?
Joss Whedon wrote that one.
Alien 3 was
that was David Fincher.
David Fincher, right? Yeah, that was weird.
People like to say that I've heard there's a director's cut that they say is good, but
that's a weird one. Yeah, and they kill off Newt right in the beginning.
Yeah, they can bite me out. Yeah, right. You're at the theater and you come in however many years of coming off of seeing how great, which I love the second one. And then you got to immediately you got to find out that Hicks and Newt are dead. It's like, why do I want to watch this? I mean, it's terrible. Exactly. It's like you start off on the wrong foot. Yep. You're like, wow, I'm bummed out. You thought you were going to see something about them. Asinine. It was so stupid. So I don't care how people like to say, oh, no, the director's cut's really good. Whatever.
Well, I think his vision was. I have like the box.
I know they screwed with him, but
and they said they screw with it. Yeah. So
now, does he take that scene out? No, because I don't think so. They still die. So right there, I'm like, man, look this.
Because you wrecked the second movie, killing Newt.
You wrecked the second movie, exactly. You could have just had them somewhere else and don't mention them. Maybe it would have been better than that.
Or just have her rescued and then Ripley crashes somewhere else. And then of course they killed off Michael Bean's character. What's his name? Bean
Hicks.
Yep, they kill him off. So yeah, it was just dumb. And the other, I know this is wild card, but there's news for the James Bond casting.
That's what wild card's for, isn't it?
Right, so I can wild card to that.
Oh, is this true though?
I think it's true. Yeah, not that I'm an expert.
I cannot. All right, they're saying they've cast this kid, Aaron Taylor Johnson. This is why I doubt it's true. He's a good actor. He's a kid though. I don't buy him as James Bond.
I think he could do it. Some of the pictures, he looks older now. He looks a lot older than
30. He might be 30. Okay, if he is, okay. All right,
he does look older now.
I don't know. The 27. No, see, that's how old is it? Anyway, point being is, there's one reason why I'm skeptical. He has one thing that disqualifies him. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Maybe two, but let's just go and say that they've decided to cast a male of the species as James Bond, which is credible, but wouldn't be surprising if they didn't, right? For me.
Yep.
But yeah, look at him and tell me the one disqualification. You can see it, right?
He's got a beard?
No. Something to do with.
He's a guy?
No, let's just say we're already going to go ahead and accept the possibility that they're going to hire a dude. Go back and look at him for a second and tell me if you can guess the disqualification. Yes, Stephen Mack, exactly.
He's Canadian?
No, he's straight. Well, we don't know. We don't know he's straight, but he's white. He's white. I'm not so sure that I can't believe they should. I can't believe that they cast a white dude. I'll believe it when I see it. Look at all these faces. Look at these people. Can he say, and did he stand with a bunch of these guys and say, Bond, James Bond? I still think Cavill would have been better, but
They said he was too old now at age 40. He's washed
He
up.
is kind of
I'm just
old. Well,
kidding. He's
you know,
old,
no,
yeah.
no. I mean, look, Roger Moore was old when he started, but yeah, you know. Okay,
Cillian Murphy? What are you, crazy?
no,
No way could he be James Bond ever.
I can't.
Just doesn't have the look, yeah.
Idris Elba would have been younger. They probably would have given it to him. I don't know.
They probably would have, I think, yeah.
Now, he might be straight in real life. What's his name? Alan Taylor Johnson. I don't know. But yeah, will he be straight in the movie? So yes, he will. So all right, let me ask you this because I didn't want for the first time in my life. There's only one movie because I hate the Daniel Craig movies, but I watched them except for one. I never watched No Time to Watch. I never will watch that movie, but I do know he gets blasted, blown to smithereens by a torpedo at the end. So what are they going to do? Just ignore that?
Yeah.
Are you just going to say this is another universe? It's like it's a multiverse. I mean, fine. They should just start from. They should may as well retcon it. What the hell? They'll do it all the time anyway. Except that you got to get rid of everybody who was in the other ones, but that's okay. I don't think Dame Judy Blinch is in any condition to be doing it anyway.
Well, the guy from Game of Thrones would have been Richard Madden would have been a good choice. I think he might have.
Is that him?
Yep. And was he in Eternals? He was in Eternals too, but you can't hold that against him.
You know that against him.
Yep.
Hey, Salty Traveler, what's up, man?
Hey, Salty.
They're just gonna Jason Bourne it again, like they probably will, and they can go screw. They're gonna forget what Bond is, like they did with that. I hate those Jason Bourne James Bond movies.
Yeah, only one that was semi decent was Casino Royale.
Casino Royale works as an entertaining movie, but it's still not a Bond movie.
No, I never liked him as Bond. But if I had to, if you stuck me somewhere, I had to pick one of them to watch.
Right.
That would be the one. And some, Skyfall I thought was a horrendous movie, and people were.
I agree.
Talking about how great that was. Like Skyfall stunk in my opinion. So he's 30. Okay, so he's 33. He's from England.
Okay.
This is a picture from 10 years ago when he's 23.
James Bond.
Yep.
Cast Elliot for Bond. Elliot Page for Bond. Yeah.
So his father was a civil engineer and stay-at-home mom. Okay, so normal.
So
normal background.
So do we know this is true, or this is just a rumor?
Major speculation. Allegedly, he's been.
That's what I thought.
Offered the role, but let's see. What does it say? He's reportedly chosen the next James Bond. So, we'll
see.
It could look. They could make him look like Bond. I think. Yeah, I could see him as the role. 33. It's old enough. I mean, it looks more like Bond than Daniel Craig. I mean,
yeah,
Craig will look more like a boxer. I mean,
I can't stand Daniel Craig. They're gonna be. I mean, I never really liked him. I mean, he's not. Call me crazy. Bond, you have to like. I think he's not supposed to be a vicious, hateable shithead. It got to be so likable. For example, I'm in the minority of the fact that I really love Timothy Dalton in the role, but Dalton still had the charm, and he still, he had the smile. He had the smile and the banter down and the quips. He was still a little quippy. He still had quips. There were different types, but Connery wasn't like he was walking around with a big smile on his face either, but you just like him. You see him, you like him, you want to be him. And more too when he was at his best.
Well, they tried to make the new Bond more realistic,
Don says the late Sir Sean Connery is my number one Bond. Period. Full stop. I agree. I'm mine as well, Don. But I do love Dalton. I even love Roger Moore because that's how I started. But I'm so old, Don. For example. My first Bond was Connery. I saw him at the theater when I was like 9 years old or whatever on a double bill. I saw Diamonds of Forever, his last film. And then later we got to see Live and Let Die. And I saw him on the same showing. And as a kid, I didn't understand why there were two different dudes. I thought there were two different characters. But I loved them both. But Connery's my favorite. I love Moore, but I love Dalton as well. After that, Brosnan's just kind of serviceable. I kind of liked GoldenEye as a movie, so he's okay. I didn't like his other movies that much, but he's all right. They're just decent. I mean, I'm not big into him, but I'll take. He's just sort of there for. He's kind of the most boring of the four, but he's fine. He's serviceable. I'll take him any day over Daniel Craig. Agreed, Stephen Mack. I can't stand Daniel Craig.
And they complained about being Bond so much too. So
they had fun being. Yeah, they had fun being Bond, and like you said, Daniel Craig whined about it.
Yeah, it's like, well, then don't do it then. I mean, if it's that horrible.
Grouchy Bond.
I mean, I know he got hurt. He got hurt a bunch of times during filming, and the wear and tear on your body is not easy. But you're getting paid millions of bucks that no one else has the chance to do. So,
James Bond.
It's all relative. Would you rather be a coal miner like Charlie Bronson's dad, who died young in the coal mines, or suffer through being James Bond? I mean, it's all There's only been a few guys in the world that have had that role. So, and he was kick-ass too. Don't forget.
And he was Quicksilver.
Yep.
He was. I hate Quicksilver in the comic, but he made me like him in that movie. Then he gets killed. I'm like, no. Joss Whedon is such an a-hole about that kind of stuff.
You didn't have to
Wash,
kill him.
Then he kills Quicksilver. It's one thing if he'd been around a while, but just like kill him in 5 minutes.
Oh, and he's Craven and Craven the Hunter.
That's 3 comic characters to play.
I wonder if the movie will do better if he gets offered the Bond role. Just people wanted to see the Craven movie.
It could be. I'm scared. Craven ain't going to make theaters.
I wonder if people would go see it just out of curiosity. Yep.
Could be. I am Craven the Hunter. Is he going to have an accent in that? Is he going to do the accent that he had as Quicksilver? I am Craven the Hunter. I will kill Spider-Man. Oh, no, sorry. No, Spider-Man's not in this movie. Well, what do you mean? I'm Spider-Man villain. No. You're the title character, dude. I don't understand. In the comic books, I am a Spider-Man villain. I go after Spider-Man and try to kill him. Well, not this time. You're going to be the hero, sort of. That's ridiculous.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, I'll be anti-hero. But I want to kill Spider-Man. No, you don't even know him. I don't get to meet Spider-Man? What the fuck is this? But you can
fight the Rhino?
Look at that Rhino picture.
Is that for real?
New trailer.
Oh, it's a new trailer concept.
Look, there's a picture below it with him and the Rhino. I wonder if that's true.
That might be. Is that a fan-made one, or is that?
I don't know. He doesn't look too good. I mean, he looks good from that angle, but the face looks. I'm worried about the face of the Rhino.
I don't know if this is. Is this?
Why is the Rhino in this?
No, it says new trailer. I wonder if that's a fan thing. I can't click on it because it's a video, but I'm wondering if this is someone who did like a fan trailer.
Probably so. Fans do cooler stuff than idiots at the freaking whatchamacallit. Another fellow Super Sentai fan of mine says hello as well. Robert Meyer Burnett didn't.
Hello.
Don, are you kidding? Or did Robert Meyer Burnett really say hello? And who did he say it to? R&B's been on my channel once, Don, on a few years ago on the Global Geek Gang. We had a Green Lantern roundtable, and we did 2 parts, two different days, and he was on one. It was pretty cool, and I like Robert, and I love his movie Free Enterprise. There's that? Yeah, that's, I don't know. That might be a fake. They did say that Rhino's going to be in it, though.
Oh, they did say that. Okay, yep.
I think he's slightly in the trailer. Like for a second, they show him. That I know, the actual trailer. But you can never trust these trailers.
Calypso, isn't she more of a X-Men villain? They're saying she's typically portrayed as Spider-Man's adversary. What?
Well, maybe later. No. Maybe modern, but I don't know.
No, originally she was with the Morlock. She was
right. Why is she beating Spider-Man? I don't know if that Unless it happens in modern crop, you maybe I don't know. So, but no, I'm with you. I hear you.
And she's disfigured too.
Yeah.
Calypso's got missing an eye, right, and disfigured. They're probably gonna make her gorgeous. I bet. Yep.
Well, Hegnar,
All right, so the rhino is in it. Okay.
We're probably giving this more coverage than it'll get when it's released. Don't blame me. I'm not controlling it. Blame the engineer.
Yeah, I love to change things. All right, so rhino is in it. Okay.
God damn it, Mark.
Oh shit!
Rhino is
This covering this is as boring as watching the movie's going to be.
Well, now it's late, so maybe now everyone can go to bed.
Did you watch X-Men 97?
I have not. Is it out?
Yeah, I watched it at 2:00 in the morning to watch first two episodes. So I went on Lorena Creel's show today because she wanted to talk about it.
Good.
But it turned out we did talk about it later, but the beginning of the show, she because of that George Lucas kerfluffle that popped up yesterday. That was all I really wanted to talk about, and the Acolyte trailer. Oh God.
Oh, so yeah, Greg. Yeah, I was thinking Callisto, not Calypso. I'm old too. Damn it. I was thinking Callisto, not Calypso. In the comics. Callisto.
Low rent dad. Hey.
What do I know?
Just tuning in and watching Doomcock. We know we're doing Craven. What's the word? Well, I think Craven's supposed to come out in August. We were just looking at some stuff from it because Aaron Taylor Johnson, who plays Craven, is rumored to be the new James Bond, but I don't know if that's just rumor. So I don't know, but yes, I'm so bored of these villain movies.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Callisto.
Yeah.
Well,
there's too many comic books in my head.
No, I did. I made the same mistake you did. So
yeah. And she was drawn really ugly back in the day too. So
that's why we paid Wagner the big bucks and Larry
Wagner. Yep. So who's Calypso, Marvel? Let's see.
Calypso is a Calypso singer. Oh.
Wowzers.
Yeah, she's a wowzer.
She's a wowzer, yeah.
She hangs out with Craven.
She was a Craven and maybe
she's probably
what about Kazar?
Maybe.
She looks like
modern writers now that the old school has been dispelled. Think villains are the rage. Yeah, they love villains. They love did the check get lost in the mail? No, Wagner, it's on the way. I promise me, it's on the way right there. Any second now, you will see it. It's an IOU though, actually. Sorry. Yeah. It's a IOU if I win the lottery thingy. So it's sort of like a check. Like the song, Weird Al Yankovic song, "The Check's in the Mail. Hey, you're beautiful, don't ever change. You know what I mean." Yeah, the Acolyte. Did you see that trailer?
I did. It looked pretty boring. Doesn't really tell you much, right?
God. The only person I recognize in it is Ray Winston's in it for some reason. Hey, Bubba Doom. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Bubba Doom.
Good to see you. Hey, my friend. Ray Winston is that guy's been now stuck in two shitty, lousy Star Wars shows that come out after he's gone, which I guess if you have to be in those two shitty shows, the worst, it's a shame he's gone. Don't get me wrong, but you probably go, you know what? At least I don't have to be around to listen to people see how lousy this show is. I'm not making fun of the man's death, by the way, because he was a great actor and a good dude. I don't know.
So we'll feature only one Star Wars High Republic character.
Is it going to be Geode?
No, the Rock, yeah.
I hope Geode's in this one.
Because the High Republic was a massive failure when those books came out, right? Yeah. But we do get a Wookiee Jedi.
Baby, this is oh my god, it's like 100 years before the first like Phantom Menace or something. Yoda will probably pop up at it.
Well, the Knights of the Old Republic video game and that whole, those stories. I haven't read the stories or played the video games. It was fascinating stuff. It was really cool because it's it was kind of smart to go do a prequel, go way in the past and flesh out the universe that way. But
Yeah,
then Disney created their own High Republic stuff, so they had their own IP.
good to see you, Bubba. Yeah, you got me thinking of that song now. Joe Dog got lost on Jeopardy, baby. Ooh, yes. By the time the check will be right there, at the time Ryan Johnson gets his Star Wars movie. Yes, Low Rent Dad. Exactly. They don't like the concept of heroes and Hollywood. They're degenerates. They don't like good versus evil, right and wrong. So they like to take villains and gray them up and make them, try to make them seem like they're not so bad. And then conversely, they like to take heroes and tear them down and deconstruct them. They are, and that's Hollywood and modern media in a nutshell. They're a bunch of degenerate scum, in my humble opinion. Lasher. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No. Just not very interested. I mean, it could end up being good, but I don't think so.
Did you hear that? Like the old Jedi man. Ugh, God,
shouldn't she be canceled for working with that guy?
Harvey Kleinstein as
yeah.
I can't. No,
we got to be careful what we say. But
yeah, well, Max Max put that in the chat and I accidentally put it up there because I didn't know it had the name Harvey Wagglestein in it. I'm not going to say his name. Not that it matters that much, but
there's a lot of allegations that just leave it at that.
Did you hear that line in the trailer? They had a Jedi saying, "Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them." Oh, well, it's a callback. Yeah. Who is this dude?
I don't know.
Hi, I look really great, don't I? I'm Yoda's master.
Where's Grogu in this movie? This show?
This season he isn't born yet. Yoda should be in it.
Isn't he 1 billion years old? Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at her. What in the hell is that?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, she's cute, but
that's got to be a picture of one of the actresses, I guess. Obviously, not in Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I never thought this would get
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Do they give out awards for excellent trailers? If they did, this wouldn't get one. What?
Little Phantoms Outsiders got me laughing. It could be good. Yes, it could be good, Phantom. And monkeys could fly out of my butt, too. That's about a chance of it being good.
Hey, leave your own personal life out of this, Fanty. Yes. So, Tetrarch. What's up, Tetrarch?
Hell, Tetrarch.
How you doing? One of the younglings in the scene has no eyelids, and he can't do the lesson. That's right, because he can't close his eyes. That's discrimination. Who the hell's then? There's this guy. What the hell? What the hell is this crap? Oh wow, Frozen versus Darth Maul.
They should. The girl from Frozen is a Jedi.
Someone said it was pitched as Kill Bill versus Frozen, or Kill Bill meets Frozen. Someone said that about this. Yeah, about. I'll tell you what it's a mix of. It's beats boring.
Aaron Moss is in it.
Yeah, she's great and all, but it's a gig for her, so that's nice.
God, if you don't have eyelids, you can't. How do you go to sleep?
Don't know.
Maybe they have an inner eyelid like a Vulcan.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, sure, I'll go with that. Wow.
Is this the new bad guy? I guess. Yeah.
I guess. They're killing Jedi. Yay. Are they Sith? Look at all the red lightsabers.
Yep. Well, red means you're bad, right? Yep.
Hollywood needs to get back to firing stars and movie makers for setting off the fans and devaluing the product, says Lasher. Agreed, Lasher. But they won't be doing that. So too bad. They won't. They don't care. If eventually somebody will take over and maybe care, but right now they surely don't. Yeah. So yeah, look.
I still can't believe this got made. When they announced it, I never thought it would happen.
Oh my God, this looks like. Oh, Jesus.
And they're not using at
Nobody's-
least they're not using the volume. They're not using that fake background. They said they actually had real sets.
Are you gonna watch this crap?
I'll try to watch it, I guess. Especially if we're gonna talk about it. I always like watching it. So I can have an honest opinion. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at Don said. Don, this is the closest I've seen you get to a ragging on something ever. He says, speaking of Disney content, I'm more hyped about the Hulu anime version of Go-Go, Loser Ranger, a parody of Super Sentai and Power Rangers, than the Acolyte. Wowzer.
Wow. You're not hyped about the Acolyte.
You're not hyped about the Acolyte? Are you saying the Acolyte's going to be poo-poo? Is that what you're saying, Don? Which you're perfectly capable, perfectly willing, welcome to say that because no one would disagree with you. So, yeah, no one's going to watch that, right? Even I won't watch. Look, I tried. Let me say, I'm a moron. I watched Ahsoka. If you ask me why, I can't answer it. Sucks. I mean, and here's the thing, not even like just a little of it. I watched the whole stupid ass thing. But you know what? If you ask me any details, I probably couldn't remember shit from it.
Kenobi was worse, though, don't you think?
Yeah, Kenobi was worse. There are people that like that shit. The one I hate, because it's more, look, Ahsoka doesn't really destroy anything that I care about. I thought, look, Rebels was okay. Again, I don't know. I do like Admiral Thrawn a little bit. That kind of does destroy him. He's terrible in it, but Obi-Wan Kenobi is an assault and an affront to the original Star Wars 77, real deal, and the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. It is absolutely disgusting, and Vader. It's disgusting that now, because it doesn't matter, you can just excise it from your brain if you were dumb enough to watch it like me. However, when you watch the real deal again, there's this line that it might just tickle around in your brain whether you like it or not. When he goes, "I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I'm the master." Those 2 or 3 times we met in between our big fight, I kicked your ass, and then you kicked my ass. Remember the time all those times we met? So, no. Yes, agreed, Lisa. Kenobi's a freaking abomination.
It was bad.
They never ever meet in between those 2 movies.
We did find out how skilled he was at filleting fish, though. I would like an Obi-Wan Kenobi filet-o-fish.
That's true. He should have been doing.
They should have offered that at McDonald's, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi filet-o-fish.
To be honest, I find the trailer for Go-Go Loser Ranger way better than that of the Acolyte. Well, how dare you, though? I'm just teasing that, Don. I got you, buddy. Hang in there.
You'll survive, yeah.
I might watch a Geode versus Dwayne Johnson Star Wars movie. Bang the rocks together, guys. Hey, I would watch that too. Bang the rocks together. Bang the rocks together. Blip, blip, Bellet Rangers. Hey, Patrick Britt says, my son is an avid Gen Z Star Wars fan, and he said his soul hurt when he saw martial arts in the Acolyte trailer. We all know Star Wars is dead. It's deader than a doornail that is dead. It's deader than a dead doornail. You know, they always say deader than a doornail, but
yep.
Imagine a doornail that's already dead itself. To be deader than a doornail is one thing. This is even deader than a dead doornail, which is dead initially, and now it's doubly dead, and this is deader than that. Star Wars is deader than that. Star Wars might as well be wiped from existence. Like, go back in time and take George Lucas and, take him out of time or somewhere and do something, or just make him go, which I guess you have to alter something. You have to, like, keep him away from Alan Ladd Jr., who was the only one that believed in the project. Keep him away from Gary Kurtz so he makes a shitty movie, or mess up his marriage, right? So he's not with Marshall Lucas, who edited the film to make it perfect. Whatever you do. And then no one will care about Star Wars. Could you imagine if it bombed and nobody cared about it because it was kind of clunky and people thought it was just kind of a half-assed thing that was made, that no one, like a cheesy movie because it wasn't put together right or whatever, or his original script got made. Disney, Star Wars is zombified, and Disney's also, I'm not going to say the words, banging its corpse till it bleeds. There's nothing
What
to
was
bleed.
the thing with George Lucas today? I didn't have time at work to read about, but they said
It was yesterday.
Yes, he backed Iger.
He backed Bob Iger, and he said this. There was a statement read that he said something like, "But you say now singing the praises of Bob Iger," and he was basically he was saying that magic cannot be made by amateurs. Basically, he was saying how he just sucked the corporate teat, and I don't know why people are surprised. He already sold out.
Because they're trying to kick Iger out, right? Or allegedly there's a stock.
That Nelson Peltz guy.
Peltz, yeah. Trying to get Iger out, right? Yeah.
Yes. What's it? I sat through, it says sat through all of, RR says, I sat through all of Ahsoka. So did I. I don't know why. To be honest, zombie stormtroopers weren't the worst thing in it. The acting was awful. The story was nonsense. The only good actor in it had to die and die to escape from it. Yes. And apparently he didn't die well enough because he's in the Alcolite.
Oh, he's in it?
He's in the Ray Winston's in the Acolyte for some reason.
He said that, but not as a totally different character, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he? I guess so.
Got to be right because it's so far.
Yeah, that's 100 years. Yeah.
100 years. Yeah.
But he's still in it.
And his character, he was a good actor, but his character made no sense. Not, as you said, there's none of that story made sense. It was zero nonsensical. Yeah, the zombie troopers were the least events. How about we have a coherent story?
They were kind of, I don't like the way they wrote Thrawn. The actor was kind of weird, but okay. I watched Boba Fett. Yeah, I agree. Lisa, that was trash. Kenobi was mega trash. Ahsoka was trash. And I'm sorry, the incredibly pointless backstory of Andor. I tried 4 episodes of Andor, and I kept going into a coma. I was afraid I would never come out of my coma. She's been watching Andor. She's been watching The Bad Batch. I mean,
I've only watched 3 episodes of Andor. Then I stopped.
I got to 4. Well, I say I got to 4. I know I don't know if I remember much of 4. I fell asleep in every one of them. Modern entertainment is dead. If I find something good, then okay. Don't care about these privileged folks. I agree, Picasso. I mean, you didn't see Midnight's Edge last night, right?
See what?
You didn't see Midnight's Edge last night or some of the other shows?
No. I was
our great buddy, the great YouTuber Mexican Iron Man, is so pissed off at Lucas. He gave a rant for the ages on a couple different shows, including that one, and he about ripped my head off my shoulders when I said something about. All I said was I've been pissed off at Lucas since 2012 because he sold Disney, and because he believed that he still had little faith he had left was in George Lucas, and George Lucas destroyed it. I mean, you should have that rant he did last night. And I just said, when I said that, he was like, "Oh yeah, I know you're way smarter than me, Claudia." But I wasn't trying to indict him about it. I mean, he chopped my head off and chewed it up and spit it out. I was like, "Wow." It was hilarious.
He
And I
went. He
love
went
Mike.
off on Lucas.
And I love Mike. Oh God, you should have heard it. Oh gee, he did it on
I'm
about
about to
2
go
different
find it.
channels. I think he did a couple of videos on it too. But it was, I mean, the things he was saying about Lucas's wife. They're all blaming our buddy Valiant Renegade. He thinks that wasn't Lucas. He said the way it's worded, he said he thinks somebody wrote that for him. They think he's really sick.
Yeah.
He was on
Nice.
Doomcock's stream and ran it so hard his internet died. I love Mike. He's Mike. He's a dear friend. I love him, but I'm like, Jesus, dude, he's gonna kill you. I mean, I thought he was gonna burst a blood vessel. It's funny, but it's scary.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Hear
Now,
you.
here's RR said hot take. I loved Andor. It was very slow, but the prison episodes with Circus were amazing. It's not space opera, more like a Tinker Tailor Rebel droid slow burn thriller. Well, that's fair enough. Believe me, you're not the only one. RR. There are people who like it. I just think if you make, because even people who like it have said stuff like, it's just not really Star Wars. And here's the thing: if you're going to make Star Wars be Star Wars, you could take that show, do another type of a science fiction film like that. Well, it doesn't. Why are you doing it in the Star Wars universe? And it may be something else if your other Star Wars shows are pretty good to take a chance on that. Maybe that's cool.
That's just what I was gonna say. If you've got a well-rounded universe and a show like Andor, I didn't mind the
But
first
the
3 or
show
4
sucked
episodes.
so much. Yeah.
I mean, but just didn't. I got to go back and finish it because a lot of people that we trust have said it's good, and it doesn't mean there can't, we can't end up with a good show under Disney. Although the track record has been pretty horrendous, but a lot of people that end up liking, this Andor show, and the first few episodes I did enjoy, but it didn't grab me like when you're watching a show like I've been watching, For All Mankind, the Apple TV show on the space race that never ends. The Ruskies land on the moon first, so the space race. I'm in the 80s right now, and so I guess their plan is to go 70 years from the 60s all the way, 70 years in the
Okay.
future. Hey, okay.
No,
But like when you watch that show, you always want to see what happens the next episode. And of course, they always put like a teaser, like, they're going to Mars, say, and something goes wrong, and you're like, oh crap, I want to watch at least the first 10 minutes to find out what happens, But this show didn't really grab me, that way. But yeah, Lauren says Andor was an aberration. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's could be one of the few good shows versus all the other junk we're getting. Mandalorian, I did enjoy several episodes of The Mandalorian. Boba Fett.
First 2 seasons were okay, but still not great, in my opinion. Why are you showing Andor? Are you trying to make me go to sleep? What the hell is it? Why are you showing Andor? Jesus,
we're talking about it.
You are. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just
it's okay.
Just being grouchy.
God damn it, Mark.
And so you got Andor, but but Boba Fett was horrendous. But there were 3 good episodes in Boba Fett, and that was 3 episodes of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, the ones that didn't have anything to do with Boba Fett. That show was horrific.
That was a bad show. Yeah. God.
Yeah.
My favorite moment was when was it in I guess that wasn't Mandalorian. That was in the Obi-Wan show where there's the laser gate, and then they he blows up the laser gate instead of walking around it. That was Obi-Wan, wasn't it? Remember that scene where the truck was on the road, and then they
it was absolutely
the gate that was
yeah.
with nothing. You just walk around the gate and just trying to get over the gate. Yeah. Oh god. Painful stuff, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ridiculously.
We're all laughing. Like, at least you would have, if you're going to design something like that, you make it so you can see, like, well, that's the only way around through, right? You have, something else in it, so it makes sense. I mean, people aren't stupid. I mean, You would think someone would have noticed that. So that's just a lack of detail, and they're just not paying attention. Yeah. Here's the picture of it here. I'm sure.
What?
The laser
Oh
fence.
God, yeah.
You remember that? So you put a fence, a laser fence. You just won't go around it. It's like, I mean, if you do it like that, you make walls and you make, there's no way you can get around it. But just you can just walk through. I mean, I guess maybe a truck maybe wouldn't be able to get, if you had a truck, they couldn't get through. But just go around. Yeah, here's this picture here.
Oh my God, it was so bad. This show is a piece of
Just
dust. How about you can get stabbed? Women can get stabbed with lightsabers and survive it. They keep doing that. Okay, prison shows and movies, but episode 8, 9, and 10 of Andor, the prison arc, are brilliant. The Imperial intelligence character could carry their own show in NCIS Coruscant. I hear you, RR. That's cool. I couldn't get past the 5. I couldn't get past 4, so it's just not my bag. But I hear you. But you have to understand, I'm very immature, to be honest, and just being honest.
Yep.
I don't have the sophistication to get there. Let's see. Everyone knows women have no vital organs. That's true.
Canceled.
Yeah, well, no, it's not that. Look, it's because the Force is female. And the Force protects women against lightsaber injuries, where it doesn't give a shit about men. So Qui-Gon Jinn got, stuffed right through the gut by Darth Maul, and that's it. Darth Maul got sliced in two by Obi-Wan. That's no big deal. The Force doesn't give him shit because the Force is female.
Kathleen Kennedy said so she's in charge. Yep.
Yep, and then was it? Who was it? Sabine got stabbed by one too, right? It was Sabine. It was Sabine and
yeah, Sabine.
A couple of different women got run through with lightsabers.
And they turned her into a Jedi, unfortunately, which ruins her character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? Why did they turn her to? I know why, but
I don't know. I'm so sick of Star Wars is dead. Listen, if we're gonna talk about Star Wars, talk about good Star Wars. Just the good stuff. The good stuff will last forever, but as far as it's dead going forward. But you know what? There are a lot of things that are never coming back. This is just one of them now. This one is one we thought it would last forever. Hello, Darth. Good to see you. We thought it would last forever, but we couldn't have, we couldn't have banked on how these times that corporations would take over everything and destroy everything like they have. Because this is corporations. Make no mistake, it's corporations destroying the Marvel Universe. Movies and Marvel and DC Comics. Corporations destroyed those. They've destroyed Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars. They destroy everything. So they're dead. Things die. Even though it was written by a dickhead, I actually like. I'm one of those few that likes Avengers: Age of Ultron. And there's a line in there that kind of makes sense when the Vision tells Ultron, he says, "Thing isn't beautiful because it lasts." Because he said, "Yeah, everything dies." Some people think everything doesn't die. Everything doesn't end. Well, if you listen to Alan Moore, of course, he's nuts. Don't listen to him. Dr. Manhattan told, he told Adrian Veidt, he said, "Nothing ever ends, Adrian." But it's easy for you to say you're Dr. Manhattan.
Right? Yeah.
And you didn't.
Live forever.
Yeah, and you didn't get framed for attacking it in the right story, but, it's another thing. RTNZ said, Eric, I was talking to Eric. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to intrude the conversation. Oh, it was murdered. It was absolutely murdered. No question about it. It didn't die off. It was murdered. Oh, there you go, Little Red Dad. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I really like that movie. Yeah, that was pretty damn good. But then again, I'm like I said, I'm childish. I love superheroes when done even marginally well. Joe Dog, I love the original Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. Same, the Star Wars 77. I hate saying New Hope, no bloody New Hope, or no Episode 4. I only say 77 so people know what I'm talking about. Star Wars 77. The Empire Strikes Back's my all-time favorite movie, Joe Dog. So, love it. And loving it. What's your all-time favorite movie, by the way?
My all-time favorite. Well, not genre would be Patton.
No. 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty. You're not going to play that clip, are you?
No, I don't have it.
Probably Patton, I think. Probably Patton would be I'd have to say my all-time
You got to
favorite.
pick a movie.
I just picked Patton. It's extra long, too, so I'm stuck on a desert island. It's plenty to watch.
That's good. Because, yeah, but you didn't want to pick genre. I mean, you could pick, as a subcategory, pick your favorite genre films, of course. But I mean,
Probably
just straight up favorite movie, though, is Patton. Well, I love Patton. Yeah. It's a great movie. I have the album. Well, I don't know if I don't have the vinyls anymore. I had the vinyl album. We used to listen to that soundtrack all the time.
That's a great soundtrack.
It's Jerry Goldsmith, man.
Yep. I got that hanging on my wall.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
And that speech, the beginning, Veggie Ultron is underrated. It's better than all of Phase 4 and 5. I agreed. I don't know what if you say trim 15 to 20 minutes RR, I'm not sure what to trim out of it, to be honest with you. But maybe. So Larry, your favorite movie is anybody who can definitively state their favorite movie. I don't want a list. If you put more than one, you're disqualified. Because people say it. If I can't make a poll because you could only can put 4 choices. Yeah. So anybody, I don't want to hear this is one of my favorites. I don't want to hear, well, these are my 3 favorites. I want one, or you're disqualified and you have to spend a night in the box. Like Larry, I'm going to star him. Larry started. Lasher did one. I'm going to start him. You got everyone, put it up there. So if you give more than one, you are disqualified. Mine is, again, I vacillate sometimes.
So
because I love Superman 1 a lot, but I always end up going with Empire Strikes Back. But Superman 1's close. Yeah, it's Empire Strikes Back. It is. I have to settle on one because that's, I don't know, it's just because most people, not everybody, most people can tell you their favorite movie. And some people go, I don't know. And if you don't know, that's cool. I mean, you can't help it. I mean, the question is your all-time favorite movie. You only get to pick one. And no qualifications. I just want the title. No explanations. Yep. And Superman, the movie's my number 2 movie also, Larry. And so I'm a star of these. We're going to get out of here after we do this, but I'm, been on a long time. Well, Eric said maybe. Eric, you got to give me a definite.
Oh, he said Tor.
He said maybe.
Maybe Tor. Well, he's thinking. Play the Jeopardy thing. He's thinking.
I want info, folks. I want the info from you chuckleheads. All right, that's it. Wow.
That's to know.
Ooh. I know someone who agrees with you on that one, Darth. Let's see if I can. Let's see. RR, I'll accept that. You're only supposed to give me the title, but I know you're probably driving or busy, so I'll accept that.
Well, he did say Fellowship if he's only allowed one.
Okay, I'm going to let that slide, but I want everybody to give me one word.
I remember I was in the movie theater with my buddy watching Fellowship the night it came out. And we're like halfway in, right till they got to the prancing pony, and we looked at each other like, "This is really good." Couldn't believe how good that movie was.
No genre, no genres. That's cheating, Lisa. You can do genres sometimes. Like I'm going to pick my favorite science fiction movies or my favorite comedies.
Yeah,
but I'm just talking movies. Favorite movie of all time.
All time favorite.
Yeah, I need it.
Grease, Flashdance.
Yes. Pick one. You got to do it. Or you, I demand it.
I'm surprised
I
no one's
order
mentioned
it.
Dumb and Dumber. That's in my top 5, maybe.
Her favorite movie is Ugh. Look, Ugh is underrated. I mean, look, it's truly, it's one of the best. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Up. All right, I can't use it if you put other movies in there. I want one word. I want one movie.
Penalty.
Penalty. But I got your other one. You did. That was good.
Yeah, he did Fellowship first, so yeah.
I'm starring them right now. I'm going to go to all of them in a minute. Don't worry. I want to get a few more.
Ernest Goes to Camp.
Well, I'm going to allow this one, Lisa, even though you put other words in the title, which would get you like a penalty. and hey, Shalom, Ezra Goldstein, play
Hey,
along.
Ezra.
Need your favorite movie of all time. Just the title, nothing else in the chat. I mean, nothing else in that one post. No, Darth, you already put a movie up there. You telling me you're changing it? Because you can change it now. You've got time if you're changing it. Yeah, that's okay, Lisa. I was teasing you. I know you got you're fine. I was messing with you. No, not a one word.
Pushing
no, not a one word title. I mean the title because you wrote "Gone with the Wind" just because you're pushing, and I was teasing you that you read the just cause. I didn't want any explanations. Remember, I said no explanations. No qualifications and nothing added. Just the title of the movie. So yeah, but I was just messing with you. You're fine. All right, let's see. I wonder if we got enough. I only got 11, so no one else wants to play along, right? You didn't have to do that again, Lisa. I was just rattling, I was messing with you, but yeah. I got yours, low rent. I got yours, low rent dog, so you're good. Let's see. Picasso, I'm gonna take that seriously. There you go. I'm starring it seriously. Okay. You're allowed to have any favorite movie you want. Don, did you pick? I want to know Don's favorite movie.
It's gotta be the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, I'm not letting you off the hook. I don't care if it's Power Rangers or whatever. It can be anything he wants.
It has to be the Power Rangers movie.
Nah. He's a Power Rangers fan, but the movie doesn't necessarily have to be his favorite movie.
It's gotta be. I can't imagine it not being. That's just my guess.
I love you, Lisa. All right, let's see here. No, it might be. Don, you gonna come across? I'm about to start. So I got you. Did I already get you, Picasso? Yeah, I got that already, Picasso. You're good. Okay. I'm about to get started, but I want to get at least a few of them. I got 13 of them right now. That'll be enough, I guess. Okay. I'm sorry. This kind of thing interests me. I like to know what people's favorite movies are. So we start out with the great Larry. His is 2001, A Space Odyssey.
It is
space. No, the Mad Magazine parody is 2001 Minutes of a Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
But this, of course, we will show reverence because it's his favorite movie. It is 2001,
I love that movie.
A Space Odyssey. Great choice from Larry. Let's see. Uh-oh. Are you changing yours, Ezra? Okay, that's cool.
Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction.
I'll allow it because it's you, Ezra, and Shalom. Okay. Okay, so that's Larry is 2001.
Great choice.
Lasher is The Crow, and yes, I know you're talking about the real deal. The remake's not out yet, but even if it was, I know you wouldn't pick that.
Yeah.
And that's a good choice too, because it's a very, very popular film, and a lot of people really do dearly love it. So, The Crow for Lasher. Joe Dog picks Spider-Man 2. Oh, that's a great movie. I like it, Joe Dog. I do like Spider-Man. I think that's my favorite Spider-Man movie of all of
Yeah,
them.
that's a great one. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool stuff. That's admirable. Let's see. All right. Picasso said blood in, blood out. Picasso, were you there when my good buddy Paulie at Latino Slant did that show, big special show about blood in, blood out? Tetrarch. Okay. Are you let's see here.
Yeah, go watch that. Paul, and I bought the movie. I'd never seen the movie before, thanks to Paulie's show on that. So, yeah, check out that live stream. He had some of the actors on, and very cool. Yep.
Yeah. So Picasso, Latino Slant, of course, is the channel. There's a link in my description below. My good buddy Paulie. This was about maybe 2 years ago now or more, something like that. But of course, the stream's still up. He had people from the movie and everything, right? He had Robert Meyer Burnett and some other people. They had stars from the movie, right?
Yeah.
I think Isai Morales was on with him. I don't know if it was that one or not.
Yeah.
But anyway, he'd go.
And I think what happened once the actors found out, one actor's on, like, oh, I got to be on too, So they had a bunch of the actors on.
Yeah. We'll put a link in Paulie's channel. So yeah, if you're a fan of that movie, it's your favorite movie. Okay. All right, so here we go. Gwagnar is the day the earth stood still. The real one. No, man. The original. Great movie. Excellent.
Sure,
yeah.
Atu Barad Niktu.
Hey, the Geek and I. What's up, my friend? Good to see you.
Hey, Geek and I.
Okay, we've got you, and I got yours, the Geek and I. Let's see. Fight Club for Low Rent Dad. Hey. You do not talk about Fight Club. Do not talk about Fight Club. I love that, though. I love it. I love Fight Club.
Too, yeah.
The great Edit K. Richard says, Torah. There you go. Put pressure on people when you make them pick the favorites, right?
Yeah, one is tough to pick. Just one. Yeah. There can only be one.
Yeah, but most people
don't pick Highlander yet.
Most people in passing can say, oh, that's my favorite movie of all time. So it shouldn't be that tough to answer. It's not even tough for me. Darth says Conan. That's my buddy J-Man's favorite movie as well. Conan the Barbarian. Love it. Now, RR said his favorite film is Lord of the Rings. It's really one story and 3 chapters. But if I was only allowed one, it's the 3, Fellowship of the Ring. You know what? In this case, count it all as one 9-hour, 12-hour movie with the extended versions. I understand that. In a sense, it's one movie broken up into 3 chapters. So I'll allow all 3 of those are your favorite movie. Kind of guy I am.
All right.
Gone
with the wind. In your old age.
Oops. Yep. Yes. No, it's been soft forever. Lisa says Gone with the Wind. Lisa, you're in good company. Oh, Ezra. MASH. I love it, dude. I love MASH. That was MASH was beaten out the same year. That for Best Picture by Pattinson, by your favorite movie.
Yeah.
And both were great. I mean, what a year, huh? To have those 2 movies.
God, yeah.
Holy shit.
I love the original fantastic. MASH. Yep. You the best, RR. You the best. Let's see here. But thank you. No, not all of Star Wars, Darth. That's not how it works. Remember, Darth, he filmed all 3 of those chapters of Lord of the Rings together at the same time, didn't he? Yeah, I mean, they took breaks in between, but not a long
all filmed.
I mean,
they were filmed together.
Yeah. When they signed up to do 3, and that's why certain people turned down the movie because they didn't want to go live in New Zealand for 3 years. Yeah. So
Tom Baker should have been Gandalf. All right, so where are we at? I love MASH though. Ezra Goldstein, great movie. Picasso's favorite movie is The Marvels. Wow, Picasso. Hey, well, you know what? Don't worry about it, man. No one's going to make fun of you for liking the Marvel. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing you, Picasso. I know you didn't pick the Marvel. Did he pick? He picked
I
something
think
else
he
earlier.
did.
No, he picked Blood In, Blood Out, but he put the Marvels as a goof. I know it's Blood In, Blood Out, dude. Ezra Goldstein changed his to Pulp Fiction. Personal foul, 15-yard penalty on Ezra Goldstein. Just kidding. You can change it, Ezra. Anybody can change it as long as we're still doing the game. All right, so Ezra actually changed from MASH, which I love, to Pulp Fiction, which I like, but I've never been the biggest fan of that one. But it's okay. I like it. But
I like it. Yeah.
the Tetrarch says Forbidden Planet. Hey,
Yep.
that's in my top 10. I love it. One of my
Can't go wrong with
all-time
that one.
favorites, Tetrarch. I love that movie. The Geek and I has a great choice as well. The Smokey and the Bandit. Dude, I adore that movie.
Son of a bitch.
A lot of great choices, my friends.
Oh, we're going to be doing Burt Reynolds and Toxic Tuesday after we do Raw
Did you already
Deal
do
Brown.
Burt Reynolds?
No, coming up. So
Did you do
check out
Smokey and the Bandit yet?
I don't know if we're starting with Smokey or ending with. I don't remember the order, but we said we have to do Smokey in that.
Oh, you got
that grouping. Yeah. I think we're doing Smokey, Deliverance, a couple other. What were the other ones we picked? But it's gonna be Burt Reynolds month, so.
A worthy
It will be
conclusion.
Banjos. And Smokey would have been almost as big as Star Wars, right? I mean, most years that would have been the number one.
If Star Wars
Maybe
hadn't
more.
been out that year, it would have won the year.
Yeah.
No question about it. Let's see. Well, all right. Okay. So, all right. Well, we're going to start moseying on out of here, folks. We'll be there for 3 hours.
Yep.
And I want to thank you all for being here with us tonight. You got anything you needed to do before we got out of here? I mean, we can.
Well, we'll be doing a watch party for Blake 7 tomorrow night, episode 19, The Trial. So Travis is on trial. And there's also a B plot about Blake, which is interesting. Usually the B plots in a lot of shows, but of course Blake 7 has such good writing. So I shouldn't spoil too much.
Great episode. Yeah. Yep.
Great episode. Yep. So trial be try to do that 9:05. I got a scout meeting. So hopefully I can be home in time for that watch party. And I'm gonna try to go see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire tomorrow at 2 p.m. I got a lot of stuff going
Go for
on.
it. So am I.
And then I don't think I'll have time to do a watch party for Kolchak, Night Stalker.
Oh well.
But if I have time, I'll try to do a watch party. But be a lot of movie watching tomorrow.
Ignore. Isn't J-Man's favorite movie Death Stalker 2? Death Stalker. No, he told me it was Conan.
Highlander 2.
Yeah, Highlander 2, yeah. When does Mark have time? I don't know. Good night, Geek and I. Good night, everybody. Well,
I try to fit that in. Yeah, it's tough, right? Yep.
Yes, indeed. Well, let's see. So that's what you got there?
That's what I got going. A busy day tomorrow. So yeah, but check out and if I do have time to, maybe I'll do out of theater reaction for Ghostbusters. If I have time. I gotta figure out how to do that with the phone, I guess, that those guys always do. Paulie always does.
You can figure it out.
I guess I can figure out, out of theater reaction. Yep. I gotta get that the trap, the ghost trap. I mean, that looks really good.
Lorena got that, but I think she ordered it. I don't know. You could order it online.
She ordered it now?
Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. What's called the Night Stalker? We're starting with the very first one, which is called the Night Stalker. Tomorrow night on the Clubhouse. I'll show you. Tomorrow night on the Clubhouse, folks. First, of course, I'll probably be, if I'm home in time for the movie, I'll be on Midnight's Edge After Dark with the great Tom Connors and that extraordinary group. And then it's Clubhouse time. We'll have our Blake 7 review, as you say. And we'll have we're going to review the first Night Stalker film, the very first one. Oh, let's see.
Nice.
You Can Call Me Bill was amazing. Opens Friday. Oh, cool.
It was today too. Yeah.
It opens on his birthday, though. let's see.
But the special was tonight, like the special showings with Bill. Yeah, well, I definitely want to see that. Yep, but it's not playing the closest. Well, I could drive 20 minutes or half hour to see it, but
well,
that's
okay,
gonna be
Don, thank you for that, buddy. Yeah, first TV movie from 1972. Sorry, what's that?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing that Shatner film, but it's not playing anywhere close to me, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
But, well, I could drive a half hour. It's not that far, I guess, too. But
there you go.
Definitely want to see that. Yep.
Well, here we go. Where are we at? I forgot what I was doing. Okay. Oh yeah, the clubhouse. So tomorrow night, 9 Central for that. Tomorrow night, not tomorrow night, Friday night. Friday night's a great night for Daredevil. Fearless Fridays, the penultimate episode. The great J-Man and Sean and I will be reviewing the Frank Miller masterpiece, Daredevil Born Again. And then the week after that, one more. Then in April, Fantastic Four. It's the 4th month. That's when we start our reviewing on Fantastic Fridays of Jack Kirby's legendary run on the Fantastic Four 1 through 102, annuals 1 through 6, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday nights, after we get done with Daredevil. No Nick Weiser show Friday night. I don't believe it.
Yeah, he's traveling.
Out of town. He's traveling. But Saturday night Star Trek returns also as we'll have 4 more scintillating episodes of Star Trek for and then of course there is the Injured Week in a Geek as a geek. That is Injured Week in Geek Week as a geek. But on Mark D's Sunday night geekery, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to have some eatery while we're at it. So
for sure.
And there we go. So we'll shout out the wrenches and we'll get out of here. Eric K, Chris Pershaw, D. Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, J-Man, Matty's Daddy, Cal L, Fanty Outsidey, Max Redstone, and Larry. And so I want to thank you all for being here with us tonight. You're extraordinary. Your Muslim uncle. Good to see Ezra Goldstein. Shalom. Picasso, Lasher, Larry. Don, Ranger Powers. Did I say Lasher? Saying Lasher again. Tetrarch of Apathy. The Geek and I. Let's see. Gwagnar, buddy. Thank you for being here. Ravenscroft was here. RRT and Zed was here. Darth, Lisa, Penny, Joe Dog. What a great group we've had. Lowrit Dad. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. It was nice to meet you, and I hope you'll come back. Picasso. You're my kind of guy. Let's see. Okay. Tetrarch of Apathy, buddy. I think I'll forget that I've said something 5 seconds later. Stephen Mack. It was great to have you here. Thank you for being here, and it's nice to meet you. Hope you will return, sir. Let's see. Sorry, everybody. It takes a second to find people that I haven't already shouted out yet. Joe Dog.
Yep.
Great Joe Dog was here. Opinion.
Is Matty's daddy here?
He was. I yelled him out already.
You yelled him out. Okay. Yep. Lash just mentioned him. Yep.
He was here, but he hadn't run. Patrick Britt. Oh, right. Patrick Britt. By the way, anyone who is lurking, thank you so much. We love our lurkers. We really appreciate it. And those who are watching on a download or a rewatch later, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Even though I forget about that sometimes because I'm such a forgetful old salt. Bop. Come on, it's got to be a few more. Beep, bop. Wow. Bubba Doom 1 was here. Yeah. Good. Salty traveling C, buddy. C? C. C for Catwoman. Grim was here. Did I say Ravenscroft already? I think I did. In case Ironhide 84 is here. Brogu from my old hometown. Well, Anime Night was here. Anime Night 1992 to be precise. Thank you for being here at Anime Night. I hope you are doing well. Melted Chopper popped in. What's up, bud? Or thank you for being here tonight, man. Whether you're still here or not, it's top of the morning to you. Or the night to you. Cinema Gulp. All right, I'll be on with them soon. We're gonna do something a week after next. So. DJ Play Nice. Just Joe Jobber, buddy. Claude Salang. All right. Son Lee. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Dave say. Claude Parishness. Minimusness. This. Adrian James. Apollomies, Minion, and the Pupper. That's about FKH was here. Tim, FKH, me and my monkey was here. I'm gonna go way out on a limb and say that I got them all.
Probably did.
Yep, I know I did.
But did you see Power 900?
Power 900. Hey there. I'm glad you stopped by to say hello. Good to see you. We're just closing out of here, but it's always great to see people pop in. I don't know if we've seen you in here before, but I'm glad you stopped in. Oh yeah, I think I know you. But thank you so much for popping in. I hope you do great. Max woke up. What are you doing? You take the good, you take the bad. Oh, that's the clobber. You know, you're making me think about Ambassador Malari on Babylon 5 saying, you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you sing it all about. So he didn't sing it, he was reading it. But anyway. All right, everybody. How about Hidden Fortress? How about it? George Lucas kind of ripped it off from Star Wars, didn't he? Anyway, so here we go. All right, everybody. Good night. And we will see you out there on the streams. Have an excellent remainder of your week. You've gotten through half of it. Congratulations.
Clobberanimo!
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.